Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Legends. This is our Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play podcast where we play only the choicest of adventure paths here in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, starting, of course, with Triumph of the Tusk. We are exploring the holds of Belkzen. But before we get into the action today, I have one very important question for everyone gathered around. And that is, what are the best pizza toppings? And why is everyone else wrong? Hard mode. No pineapple discourse.
Well, I'm allergic to pineapple, so I unfortunately don't get an opinion on how good it is on pizza
Just
because
like
I don't
John
know.
Batista.
Yep.
True.
I mean, I think everyone should be allowed to eat whatever they want on their pizza without any judgment.
It sounds like Abby eats some weird stuff on her pizza.
I was gonna
And
say,
here's
it
our
sounds like
icon
Abby's
then.
running for office. That's the very political answer.
Listen, Abby loves olives, but Sarah hates olives, so... to be fair, I just ate pizza that did not have olives on it because they never fucking remember to put the olives on it.
Weird.
Damn.
I just have olives in... I have olives in the fridge I could put on it, but I forget. So...
Yeah, I legitimately don't know how anyone can stomach eating olives because they're just so repulsive.
See, this is how she talks to me. She's like, your tastes are repulsive. I'm just like,
I feel this might be a hot take, but I personally feel like it's not even a pizza if it doesn't have pepperoni on it.
well, yeah.
I mean,
Like, pepperoni is
Okay.
like a requirement in my eyes.
I love pepperoni.
sure, I will give you, that is the quintessential pizza topping.
right.
Oh, God, no. You want to talk about nasty-ass shit. Tyler one time had me try one of the air quote, pepperonis on his, like, vegan, gluten-free pizza.
It's
And it
just
was
tapioca or
nasty.
something.
It
What
was
was it?
nasty! It was nasty!
I can't remember what it was.
It was not tapioca. I've had tapioca before.
No,
That
Sarah
was
looked at the
evil.
box. And,
I forget.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Diet?
It was an abomination.
Tyler is not vegan, by the way. He was just
Yeah.
getting it for the gluten-free aspect.
And it was disgusting. It was the nastiest thing I've ever put in my mouth, and that is really saying something. Because I've eaten dirt.
My favorite pizza toppings, not that anyone asked, are pepperoni, sausage, and
Yeah.
red bell pepper.
Nice.
Oh, that is a good
You
that
don't
is a
like
good
green?
one. I like that too.
No, I'm a red bell pepper supremacist.
I agree. All other bell
Yeah.
peppers are inferior for sure.
And I'll tell
Like,
you
why
why.
is it-
It's because they aren't right.
Yep. They're not right.
Yep.
That's why they're cheaper.
By the
Yeah.
way, the pepperonis are made of mushroom and pea protein.
Listen, I love mushrooms, so don't you fucking insult my mushrooms. I don't know
And
what the fuck
peas.
pea protein is, but
It's
it's
mashed up
Mario
peas.
Brothers.
Peas.
that's disgusting. That is
peas and
absolutely
mushrooms.
mashed up peas and mushroom. You just ruined
Isn't pea
Another
protein more
great
like
thing to put on
dehydrated
pizza.
peas?
Something like
Probably.
that.
And then like mashed?
Oh my god. Don't you fucking ever talk about putting peas on mushrooms again. I will beat you into the next universe. I swear to
You
God.
don't like cheesy peas?
Peas and mushroom is the nastiest thing I've ever heard.
But it tastes like a pepperoni.
Does it?
Yeah.
Apparently not.
It's like bile.
Abby's having an aneurysm. See, Abby, now you understand how olives taste to me.
No.
Ooh.
He took something delicious and made it gross. You just don't like olives. There's a difference.
I wish I,
I
liked
don't-
olives.
I don't work for that company.
Okay, so what I'm saying is it was
I
so-
didn't make it.
Something that was good turned into something
A
nasty.
mess.
That's like if I took a pepperoni and then I just fucking put nacho cheese on top of it and then put it on a pizza. Or I just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, people do that.
That sounds pretty good.
or like you take a pepperoni and you just wash it until all the flavor comes off.
Just wash it.
I mean, that's basically ordering a frozen pizza, but
You're not wrong.
My point is, when you take something good and you make it nasty, that just makes me so angry. Cause it's like, how dare you waste good mushrooms? Okay, mushrooms
This-
are the most delicious thing ever. Okay,
describes
I love a
my whole
mushroom on a
life.
pizza.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Sarah's like listing best things on a pizza. She forgot mushrooms. Mushrooms are great on pizza.
All right, I could take
That's
them or
true.
leave them.
Mushrooms
Well-
are like some of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's my favorite topping on pizza is mushrooms, onions, and red bell peppers. And then some type of meat. I'm not picky, like bacon, pepperoni, some type of meat, but just not like ground beef. That's weird.
Onions?
Yeah, people actually like onions, Abby.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Oh,
you
Abby.
nasty oh.
Abby, onion is my favorite vegetable.
Yep.
Yeah, you're talking to the onion fan club here.
I have witnessed them eat them raw.
You
Welcome
know what
back
my
to
favorite?
our onion podcast, where we talk about only the best varieties of onion.
Oh yeah, bro, I could go off about onions.
Unfortunately, my favorite vegetable is not a vegetable because it's a mushroom. So
No, your favorite
No, that's true.
vegetable is green beans.
I do love green beans.
Ooh.
Green beans are pretty good.
Not on
it's time
pizza,
for me to make
but-
Not on
controversial
pizza.
statements.
What
If
was
the
that,
green
Tyler?
beans
What,
were like
Tyler?
cut up, would it be good on pizza then? So you're not like biting into a whole bean.
No, it's just I like my green beans like burnt
She likes them sautéed, is what she's saying.
until they're
Great.
I like them sautéed and covered in so much garlic that you cannot not smell like a
So you
Nice.
like garlic vessels.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's this household. Everything is a garlic vessel. Is it not, Sarah?
That's true.
We are Italians.
Even our ice cream.
my actual favorite vegetable is greenbrier tips, but they're just like a random thing you can grab out in the woods, so I say onion instead.
Greenbrier was the name of the neighborhood that I grew up in.
Oh.
So I don't eat vegetables. I've never eaten a vegetable, and I will never eat a vegetable.
Tyler.
Bro, get good.
One
Clearly,
day
you've
he'll be a
already
vegetable.
admitted to eating mushroom and pea protein.
Yeah, you fucking
Also,
slut.
you eat sauce on pizzas, which is comprised
Oh,
of
so you're
tomatoes
saying I
and
eat
onions.
vegetables, and I don't have. You don't have to say I have to eat vegetables.
You don't eat enough vegetables. You fucking.
Is that what
slut.
you're saying?
No.
Is that what I'm hearing?
What I'm saying is
Yeah,
you've had them before.
It sounds like it.
See,
You could at
the
least
problem
eat
that
some,
people
like-
have with vegetables is that they don't get used to the flavor of the vegetables, so they say, ew, this doesn't taste like meat and candy. It's
Or
like-
yeah.
it just tastes like grass.
Yeah,
Vegetables taste good. I love grass.
yeah, that's chlorophyll,
don't-
baby.
I
Yeah.
am
I
no
don't like green things.
herbivore.
Wow.
Damn.
Kermit would be so upset. Damn, you hate me?
I just don't like. I don't like eating green things.
Okay, you know what? That's actually better for me. People try to bite me and spit me all the time. That's actually better.
No, I mean that's a bad idea. That's a bad. move to
Cactus
eat
juice
a
is the
cactus.
quenchiest, so
It'll quench ya.
I do have that on my ankle, so I can't say anything. I am drinking cactus. I have a cactus that's being eaten on my ankle.
Apparently
Oh,
out in the west of America, in like Arizona and whatnot, they put cactus
West of
fruit.
America.
Yeah, they put cactus fruit on a lot of things. Like it's like a novelty.
Oh, I'm aware.
But what they don't tell you is that cactus fruit doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't have any flavor, so
They mix of a dragon fruit.
well, I don't know about that.
I have a dragon fruit and a prickly pear plant. They're
Yeah.
both doing pretty well.
Yeah, the thing is, cactus doesn't really taste like anything.
One of our fruit trees just started making
No
peaches,
offense,
and we were
Perky.
like,
I'm sure
what the fuck?
you were
I'm just
very flavorful, but
I'm just a vessel for other flavors. It's fine.
for garlic, which we've come full circle to.
No
I can eat
polish.
whatever I want. No.
Unfortunately, green beans and peas is pretty much most of the greens that I eat.
It tastes like paint.
What?
Oh,
Because he's a clown.
But like, you're
Yeah.
painted everywhere?
Yes.
hey yo.
Okay, interesting.
I don't want to talk about what we taste like. I don't want anyone to be.
Oh my god, no, I meant like an arm. Like an arm, you know? Like a regular person thing to try to
Please don't
eat
eat
from a
false.
human.
Paint.
Okay, and
will-
on
I
that
will do that.
bombshell, why don't we pivot to
I didn't get to say what my favorite pizza thing was, but
It's
okay.
pepperoni.
I thought
You're
it was
damn right, and anyone that
mushroom and
anyone that ever puts anything other than pepperoni on their pizza is a heathen and needs to be struck down by a pizza god if there is one I can make.
Well, I'm Italian, so
literally
I
eating
have the
pizza
final
without it.
say.
I am
Yeah.
And
made
my
of
final
pizza.
say is do whatever you want, I don't give a fuck.
I've eaten more pizza than anyone in this called life.
Put that away, Walter. Put that away.
Put your pizza away, Walter.
Oh, I wish.
We're not eating it right now.
Put your demons
Grant's got
away,
them.
Walter. You're not doing any damage to Minotaur, Walter. For all my Shin Megami Tensei fans out there.
Where I said that to my
All
friends
two of
and they enjoyed it.
5 years from now is going to listen to this show and just be absolutely tickled by that reference.
My friend was very tickled by that reference when I showed him it.
Okay, so who would like to recap?
Oh, not me.
Either someone volunteer or I'm going to roll a d4.
Okay, but just. Oh yeah, because I guess. Well, you can't put Perky in there. 'cause Perky
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
eat-
not me.
No,
Yeah.
put her in there.
That's why I
That'd be
said a
fun.
d4.
Oh, Sarah,
four of us
Sarah's
who are here.
included.
So
Myself
I guess I will
included.
do it.
You're including yourself.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, I
rolling
thought
the
you meant the four of
d4.
us.
I said I'll do it, but
Oh, then do it.
so our weary adventurers, we were off to hunt some cows. I forget they're officially aurochs.
Aurochs.
And we were able to find two grazing on the side of a mountain. We split the party up to try to pincer them. We took down one, and we were like, that was enough for today. So we head back to camp with our kill.
You almost got the second one.
Almost got the second one, but it got away. We're a little slow party, but because some hunters are a little bit more cowards than others. But hey, then we came back to camp. Our good old Dobrina, our Tin Man.
Dobrynia?
Yep, Dobrina got to know
Comrade
more
Dobrina.
about his holy friend.
And her name is...
Ah,
He knows it. I don't know it.
Her name
I
is
don't think my
Kestrel.
Yeah,
I don't even think my
you're traveling
character's
with
ever
us.
talked to her.
Her name is Kestrel, like a bird.
Kestrel, and
Like a bird.
I forgot what he learned from her. I think they were just talking about,
the
They
power
were
of
kind of
friendship.
just shooting the shit about religion.
yeah. And, I don't think Abby got any information from,
Well, I think both Trizlin and Makiwa were talking to Devor, the Dromar lore master, and just kind of
Right, he was a
ruggedly
Pathfinder
handsome
Society.
gentleman. Yes, he's from the Pathfinder
Yeah.
Society.
a group of nerds.
Yeah, so y'all were geeking out about ancestries.
And after talking a bit with people, a party happened, and there was a magical box. And I assume that's where we are going to start, or after that? How are we doing that?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. You all
Yes.
see that a small crowd has gathered around a tall table underneath an awning. Atop the table is a contraption resembling a metal chest. An orc, his eyes narrowed in concentration, pushes a cleverly disguised button on one side, and a section of the box swings open, revealing a glowing pattern within. The orc reaches for the image, but yet lets out a yelp of pain as a jolt of electricity shocks him. The section of the box snaps shut again, and a few of the gathered observers laugh. This is a puzzle box that Ardax has brought to Torrent Moot as a bit of diversion, a bit of entertainment for those gathered here. You all can attempt to solve the box if you like, or you can spend time studying the box to potentially learn information about it.
What would we need to study it? Like what
So,
skills?
in order to study it, you can do engineering lore or perception to observe the workings of the box. You can do arcana or occultism to investigate any potential magical properties. And you can do a society check to decipher the writing on the outside of the box that gives you some clues as to how it needs to be opened. Each of these different avenues will potentially provide you with different information.
I'm gonna do a society check then and try to read it since I'm a language person.
Okay.
So just roll the society dice and see what happens.
Yep.
Oh, that was close. I got 26, it says.
Okay,
Wait.
a 26. So you find a clue that gives you a +1, that would give anyone a +1 bonus to one of the checks required to open it.
Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and do occultism, since
Okay.
that's the highest applicable thing that I have. And on that, I roll a 24.
On a 24, on a regular success, you realize that the box has magical properties to it, as well as simply mechanical. Unfortunately, that's all you get from that. Some of these checks, you need a critical success to get something really juicy.
And I will roll a perception check because I think that's the only thing I have that you said.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could try to get a crit on one of these other...
Well, you have to be trained, don't you? Right?
Yes, you have to
Yeah.
be trained to use certain skills.
And I think perception's finally trained, other than society.
Okay, well, you could do the society.
Oh, I thought she got it.
Société. No, she got the normal success. Yeah, you need a crit success.
Well, my perception's higher, so...
Go on now,
Roll
crit.
perception
Damn.
then.
You got 15.
Well, a 15 is not even a success, so...
Can we do
You're
more
not
than
sure.
one or no?
Sure. In fact,
I just do
I
a
think you could
perception
just
then?
keep doing it, but it'll take
Right.
it'll take you time every time you roll it.
I went to press roll, but it didn't roll my button.
Now, can Abby help uplift the party? The whole party to try to understand this?
I need to refresh.
She doesn't have to be in combat to do the buffs,
No,
right?
she can. You have your one song that gives people skill bonuses.
So Abby
found
sees
she
us
was being kinda
struggling and is
poopy.
like, I got this.
I got a song for this.
Holds her boombox up and walks by.
Right? Like, hold on, losers, I got you.
Sorry, my foundry was being poopy. I had to refresh it.
Now I got the Simpsons episode stuck in my head
Yeah,
where
I'm
they're holding the
thinking of that
fucking...
Oh, man, going by with their big stereo.
Which episode is that?
Beats me.
It's a clip from The Simpsons where it shows like a couple of young urban folks going by with a boombox, and then it cuts to a couple of old guys walking down the street holding an entire like retro stereo on his shoulder
Yeah.
and just
They're
jamming
like
out.
flicking their finger.
Yeah.
Who the fuck uses a boombox anymore? Boomers.
Well, nobody, but it, honey, that
It
was
was a
from the
joke.
90s. The Simpsons has been around for a long time.
Okay, I am now in, Sarah.
Okay.
I will sing a song. Do you need me to roll for it?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think
It's
it's
your
just-
song.
It's just cantrip.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to roll a performance check.
I don't know. You tell me how the spell works.
Beep bop beep bop boop bop bee. Hold on.
Yeah, boop bop bee bop bee bop boo. That's how it sounds.
It's a good song.
Talk about creativity. It doesn't say. It just says +1.
That is Uplifting Overture.
Oh, I'm
Your
looking at the
performance
wrong
makes
one.
allies feel, I think, exceeded anything.
This counts as having prepared to aid your ally on a skill check of your choice. When you later use the aid reaction, you can roll performance instead of the normal skill check, and if you roll a failure, you get a success instead. So, essentially, you can aid somebody using performance.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't know how aid works, but
Well,
So do you
we
need me to roll?
we have the
performance check?
technology, we can look it up.
We gonna learn today.
okay, Google.
Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, on chat, you're gonna make everyone else's phones go off.
What's the Android one called?
What?
That Abby had a lot of issues with.
I don't know.
I don't know. Don't ask me about mine.
I know that Fern can't say the word seriously around her phone.
iPhone user.
Okay, Siri.
Xbox, turn on.
No, it's the thing of mine is a zodiac sign that starts with a G.
The worst
zodiac sign
one.
that is the twins.
The worst one was when we had the Amazon one, because anytime that name would come on TV or anything, it would activate. And there's a bunch of commercials for it. So yeah.
I love how
You
that
guys
name
have
dropped.
commercials?
Alexa, play Despacito.
Despacito.
Okay, so the way that aid works is typically you have to prepare to use aid, and then you use a reaction to aid someone. It doesn't really matter outside of combat, but basically you just make a relevant skill check against DC 15. And if you get a success, you give them a +1. Crit success, you give them a +2. And on a crit failure, they get a -1 penalty.
And you have high performance, so.
Yeah.
I
It's
have
a good chance you'll get a
13.
critical success.
Yeah. Did you ever buy that scarf, that performance scarf, or whatever?
I changed it out for a mask.
Oh, okay.
And then
Because the
would
scarf gives you a +1 to dancing, whereas the mask gives you a +1 to singing.
Okay. Oh, you got fucking +11.
would it have to be a roll to support
No, I
each
have
person, or just
+13.
one roll for the whole group?
Just to keep this moving along, I'll say just roll it once.
Okay.
Abby, roll your performance
Okay.
check once.
Once. Oh. What the
Oh
fuck?
no. Maybe we shouldn't have done once.
Did you just roll a Jar Jar?
I don't know how that happened. I'm
You just
scared.
rolled a Jar Jar.
I'm confused, what?
She just rolled a Jar Jar.
I'm so scared.
Her die turned into a Jar Jar.
What?
How did that even
Stop.
happen?
Jar Jar Binks.
It looks
I-
normal
I'm-
to me.
I'm confused.
It looked
Jar
normal.
Jar.
What do you guys have going on?
It looked like Jar Jar to me.
Yeah, and Jar Jar Binks just kind of bounced across the board here.
I guess may the 4th be with you.
Can someone please remind me how to change that?
Do you have some weird
Please, I
settings
in
on?
can't have that
settings.
anymore. I don't know how to get there. I'm scared.
Game settings, configure settings, and then it's
Oh,
under
yeah, over there.
dice so
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
You fried them twice.
What is there? Oh my god, seriously though, it's got the pumpkins as my preset, but then it has fucking Jar Jar Binks at the top. Why?
Maybe
I
because
guess
it's
they might have
maybe because it's the
changed
birthday
your
of the
pumpkins.
Star War.
Yeah, when you go and look at the Let the Pumpkins Roll, it is just Jar Jar. That's hilarious.
I hate it. Oh my god, the pumpkins is all Jar Jar.
It's Jar.
You
It's
let me
the
use
dice themselves.
I'm still confused by this.
So
Can't use pumpkins.
you're just gonna have to live with Jar Jar for now.
Mine's are all just gray dice.
Stop! I hate Jar Jar so much.
I will not tolerate slander against Senator Binks.
Yeah.
He helped conform
respect on that name.
the Empire. He was the lead.
And his sake has brought people together.
Oh my god, it's even worse. They're like, it's Jar Jar but glittery.
I changed my whole character's backstory and just make him Jar Jar Binks.
No.
But work.
That's
No.
Misa gonna heal you now.
oh no.
Okay. All right, everyone.
Misa raised tree.
All right. Now that disruption has been
Sorry.
acknowledged,
That was hilarious.
Abby, you managed to get a 16 on your performance check, which is a success. So, anyone doing their checks against the box for right now has a +1 bonus.
I would have rolled higher if it hadn't been for fucking
for
Jar
Jar
Jar.
Jar.
I hate it.
Nice roll, Jar Jar.
Alright, I'm gonna do another perception
Nice
check.
roll. It's a 3. He rolled a 3.
With a +1. Oh, well.
No.
Within
8.
1.
So it's 7 plus 1, so it's 8. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you
That
don't
was
see
actually
anything.
my bonus.
I'm gonna roll my
Alright.
society again.
I'm gonna roll.
No, why do we
myself.
suck? It's only 11.
Jar Jar.
It's Jar Jar's cursed us.
The curse of Jar Jar.
We've been cursed this May 4th with Jar Jar.
Make it
I rolled a
stop.
25. Occultism,
That's
25.
good.
Okay. Well, unfortunately,
One more
that's
than my
not a
last.
success. That's not a critical success. So
Man.
I don't know how they expect y'all to do anything
We're
on
not
this
very
immune critical
smart.
successes.
No! Okay, I got one more in me.
I didn't learn shit about society.
15.
22?
That's something.
I think Solid taught me everything about society.
That wasn't enough, was it?
Yeah. So you guys do not learn any of the box's secrets.
Fuck. Why do we suck so much? Can I do something with, like, diplomacy? Can I, like, try to talk to the box?
You can try.
Can I, like, convince it to open? Can I try that?
You can try.
I'm like, yo, bro, why don't you open up? I got 26.
Well, you are a suave and sophisticated diplomat. Unfortunately, the box cannot hear you, or it has no ears. And even if it did, it has no brain to understand you.
So my, like, come on, bro, open, just did nothing. Cool.
Yeah, open sesame.
So what does a 13 tell me about the box's connection to vampire lore?
You think that maybe if it was made into a steak, that it might cause some harm to vampires.
Well, while this is happening, I'm going to approach Ardax.
Okay.
Well, we're all smashing on the box. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh.
I'm kind of just like, I assume he's like leaning on a wall, watching everyone just like drinking to himself.
Yeah.
It's freaking Space Odyssey over here.
Yeah, bunch of apes around the monolith.
I'll approach him, I'll lean next to him. It's like, so where'd you get the box?
He says,
not Jar Jar.
he says, I personally commissioned this mechanical puzzle box to be created for the Torrenmoot. Figured it could be some ample entertainment for
Struggling.
folks here to put their minds to and work out.
Where would you find something
Okay.
commissioned like that?
He says,
Probably fucking
I
elves.
was hoping to get to see where it came from, its origins.
He says there's a craftsman in Orgir who specializes in these kind of things. I had it made specifically for this event.
Can I check the crafting on the box while this is happening?
Sure.
And see if it does anything. 17, damn.
No, you
I
don't
don't
know.
think any of the boys here are
I don't
gonna
know.
a
outsmart
box.
the box.
It's a box. Yeah, I'm just like, oh,
It's just a box.
Well, none
Like
of,
freaking.
so none of you have even
Metal Gear.
tried to open it yet. You've just been examining it to
That's true.
look for its secrets.
How do you open it?
So,
do we attempt to lift the lid, I guess, and see what happens?
well, there isn't really a lid. You're not quite sure how it opens, but there are a number of like wheels and like sliders and buttons on the outside. I'll just tell you that you need 3 people working simultaneously to open it. And you need to simultaneously succeed in a thievery check, 2 thievery checks actually, one of which has to be at least trained, and a perception check.
Well, I have 0 thievery, so
Oh,
That's what
we were kind of hoping you had it.
it.
that's unfortunate.
I might have.
That's unfortunate.
I'm untrained in thievery.
Yeah, I don't think any of us.
We have no thieves.
Can we ask anybody in camp if they have any thievery?
True.
You can certainly
I'm sure the
ask.
thieves will be happy to tell us all about their thieving
Yes,
skills.
I am a thief.
Okay, cool.
I steal
So-
things from people. Someone
Just
said.
like a lesbian.
Sayuri, in her usual loudness, just walks out into the middle of the camp and goes, "Hey, everybody! Anybody know how to thieve? Anybody trained in thievery? Anybody?" And just kind of starts walking around to
Trained in
different groups.
thievery.
Like, "Hey, anybody? Can I like roll a
Anybody
check to see if
a
anyone
good
responds?"
pickpocket?
Bueller.
Anybody here a scoundrel?
Yeah. And I'm like, "Hey, yeah, we need help with this box." And I'm like trying to like offer them like, like, "Hey, we'll see what's in it. Maybe you get something." Trying to convince them to come like
Yeah, nobody
offer their
steps
thievery
forward.
skills. Nobody. Fuck. That's unfortunate.
Damn, all the thieves have discretion.
They don't wanna be called
That was the
out.
word I was looking for.
That's crazy. You don't think they would tell this random little young gnome that they're thieves just because she's yelling about it in the middle of camp? That's wild.
Well, Ardax just kind of chuckles and he says, "Well, it's not going anywhere. You can take another crack at it another day if you're feeling up to it."
Oh god. We
Well,
gotta
I
try
know-
thieving.
I know you said not breaking it is a solution, but can I use my kineticist to try to weave the wood to open properly?
I would say it's too complex for that.
Yeah, you probably just break it.
Yeah.
Can I use a blasting stone on it? I don't know if I want to do that.
What?
Blasting stone?
Oh.
We're right back to
There's
trying to
last
destroy it.
Yeah.
That's all. I was hoping I'd have something.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't manipulate it because you
Oh wait.
said it was magic, right?
It is partially magical, yes.
Okay, yeah. I can only alter things that are not magic.
Can the 2 bulk bug acid that I have in my cauldron help break through this at all?
I mean, you would damage it, maybe, but...
So we don't know if it's the box. Yeah, we don't know what's in it. I don't know. That's an option, but I don't know if I just want to destroy it.
No.
Well, you get the impression that destroying it would be kind of a faux pas.
Okay, it's kind of an important box. So like looking at the box, there's no like hinges or latches or anything
No.
of obvious that shows us like
No.
it's just like a wood, looks like a wood chunk. Is it wood even?
It's
what is
metal,
it?
I think.
It's metal. It's just like a metal chunk with no.
Well,
and we're just
it's
writing
funny
on it.
because the description says it's metal, but the illustration makes it look like wood.
Unfortunately, we do not have a thievery person.
No, we're just
Yeah.
gonna have to.
That's okay.
Is this box just gonna chill here and wait for us to like?
Yep.
do
It's
other
not
shit?
going
Okay.
anywhere.
Can you outstrength it?
Again,
That sounds like
that's-
breaking it.
Yeah, you'd have
Is
to
that
like
breaking? Not
crush it.
breaking it. With, can you outstrength opening it and what's it, shock you or whatever, and then do a fortitude save to try to withstand the shock, or?
But there's no lid, so to break it,
We've
you'd have
been
to
over
like
this
crush
before,
it.
but
Mhm.
if it shocks you, then it resets itself. It's not. It's not a. The point of the shock is not to. It's not to try to withstand the shock and then you get all the rewards. That's just something that happens when it resets itself.
Well, I was just saying, like, maybe, like, if we were to try to open it, the shock happens, and then someone, like, holds it, and then, like, they, like, jam something in the lid before we can get further into
You
it.
don't even know if there is a lid. You don't know how it opens.
Oh, I thought people's been opening it. And
No, they've been
No.
like turning a crank on one side, and like a little tiny flap opens on another side, and then
Oh, it was, see, this whole time I was thinking people immediately when they open it, it shocks them.
no.
Yeah, there's no like
Damn.
lid or like obvious way of opening it.
How about some occultism check? 28? 28?
I don't know if I did perception. Low light vision doesn't help either. Gosh darn it.
No, low light vision is completely completely unrelated.
There's no holes in the box that I can like peek into
There are
and use my
not.
low light vision to see inside?
There are not.
Alright. And it's not a alchemial thing that I can.
No, it's not a
Look
chemical puzzle.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're just gonna have to come back to this later.
Yeah.
Skip it and go on to the next questions.
Okay. Well, as you all are arguing with the box here, you are approached by some of the members of the crowd here. A group of orcs approach you, worried and angry expressions on their faces. The woman at the head of the group speaks first to you all. She says, "I'm Thirsk. All of us have children who have been missing from the camp for 2 days. While this is normally not that strange, we aren't from this area and told them all to be back last evening. They told us they were going to forage. Ardak said that you can help. Will you look for them?"
Yeah, that's crazy. Missing kids? We need to go, like, now.
Just go missing all the time in the holds.
Okay.
Suppose if Ardax
How long have they
suggested our
been-
help.
How long have they been gone?
Yeah, they've
It's a long
been missing
time.
for 2 days. She says that they, they were sent out to forage for mushrooms, berries, that kind of thing. But which is pretty typical of orc children, and Durak, you would know that, being an orc.
Yeah.
But
Kids go missing for weeks.
they were supposed to have been back by the
yeah.
previous night, and they aren't.
I mean, we should at least go looking. Is there an area where they were, like, foraging? Like, do you know where they went to go look?
They said
I was
they
there,
probably
like-
went to the east. They mentioned wanting to check that direction later.
I suppose if Ardax suggested we help, that's enough reason for me.
Yeah, we should go look. Make sure the kids. I'm fine to go for a walk east. It's a nice day out. We can't figure out the box, so what else are we doing? Is there any way we can
this-
find out, like, more information from them? About the kids?
What do you want to know?
Hey, you asked.
Like how old are they? What do we... how many kids were there?
Then they say there are 3 children, Kar, Zan, and Elo. They don't have their full adult names yet. They're just children. You get the impression they're like, 6 to 10 years old,
And
vaguely.
do they have, like, survival skills? Like, have they been taught? I'm just a gnome. I don't know too much about orc
I'm just a
raising
dumb
of
old
children.
gnome. No, and they say
She's a good gnome.
part of being a child in Belkson is testing your strength and determination against the lands and its dangers. But they're not old enough yet to be expected to survive real danger, and they know better than to push their limits. Something unexpected must have happened.
Okay, yeah, so it's not like they would just decide to go off randomly on their own for, like, an extra week. They're too young for that. All right. So
You get the impression that they know how to, like, find their way in the wilderness, but, like, something happened. Maybe they got lost or
yeah.
happened upon something dangerous. You don't know.
Did they mention something before they left? Kids and their
Kar, the oldest, kept talking about finding mushrooms. It's pretty rare to find such a thing here, especially in this time of year.
east of here. Can I do a survival? Would that be nature or survival check to?
You can do Belkson lore, nature, or survival,
Okay.
whichever is higher for you.
Is this what Abby's saying still, or is it just a one use?
No, that was just for the puzzle box.
Okay. I don't know
let's
if my
go,
Woodgate goes with this.
Probably not.
I don't. With my survival checks and nature checks, it lets me add a +1 when my Woodgates are on.
To do what specifically, or is it just in general?
It's just a general bonus, I think.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
unfortunately,
keep doing that.
unfortunately, you're not sure, Duroc. You're not from the specific area of Belkzen. Anyone else can attempt.
I'll do a nature check. Oh.
Okay.
It was on the 17.
Seriously?
Oh my god.
Wow. 8.
Duroc and Sayuri are completely confused.
Oh shit, yes!
Okay, Trizlin, you already succeeded with the 17. I don't know why you rolled again.
I know! Because that's survival and that one's nature.
Yeah, but you got it either way. You recall
I know,
that
but the
there
26 is better.
Just showing off.
that there are some low valleys in the east that could potentially have mushrooms growing.
Can I do a survival check to get more info now, or that's all?
That's all the information you can get
Okay,
about
cool. So
in that way specifically. You can also, if you would like, you can spend some time in camp to gather clues using diplomacy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can I talk to some people with my diplomacy and see
Yes.
if they've seen it? I don't have to like approach anyone specific. I can just roll it and check
Yeah,
generally.
yeah,
right?
and that's
Okay,
that's just, you're gonna take an hour to canvass the
Oh.
camp.
cool. Damn. Why do I suck? That was only 11.
You hit my die.
Yeah, 11, you're not sure. You have trouble getting people to notice you because you're so short.
Can we only use this diplomacy, or can we
Yes.
use society?
It's only diplomacy. This is diplomacy to specifically do the gather information activity.
It's not my fault when I roll a 5.
I assume Trizlin told us about the mushroom. Can we?
Boom!
Ooh.
Diplomacy,
Well-
25.
Okay,
Nice.
critical success. So, Makiwa, you learn that some people have heard that the children were talking about the hills to the east and had mentioned some green areas they'd seen from afar and wanted to investigate.
Oh.
So, unless you have any other specific questions, you think that's probably all the information you can gain at the camp.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy with that.
Can we
Yeah.
do a nature survival check to figure out what these mushrooms do and are for?
You just suspect that they're for eating. Just tasty mushrooms.
Tasty mushroom.
Alright, I mean, I guess we should go off looking for the kids. I'm gonna take my tent, because in case we get stuck out there looking for the kid. And I guess we go off east. Is everybody
Yes.
going? Like, who's all coming?
So I guess it's just the 4 of you. Dobrynia is hungover from the night before. So you can spend some time hiking to the east. Anyone wants to lead, you can go ahead and make a survival check.
I have a +7. Can Abby and I just both
Oh,
roll, and
Perky.
whoever gets the higher, then we lead?
Yeah, Perky, you've been doing some bad rolls, so you're
I
due for a
have.
good one.
Oh, no, that's...
Don't about that, then whoever gets highest.
Alright, let's see.
Let's go.
Roll. I'm waiting till after you roll. I don't want your dice to hit me.
Mine didn't roll.
14.
Yeah, it did, Tyler. You got a 19.
You got
Okay.
19.
19 is a
Okay, and then
success.
I'm gonna.
Oof.
Wow.
Abby's the leader.
I'm the leader. I say when we go.
I got a natty!
Okay, you got a natty light.
Got a nutty.
Okay, so it takes you almost no time at all to find your way to where you need to go. What's funny about this is in the book it says that if you didn't get information about where you're going, then it takes you all day. But if you know where that they went to the hills to the east, it takes 4 hours. If you succeed at a survival check, it halves the amount of time to 2 hours. And then if you spend time in camp gathering information, it reduces it by 1 hour for each thing. So essentially, it takes 0 hours to get there by rules as written in the book.
And also,
We teleport.
yeah, we literally went. There it is.
yeah, so
Yeah, right
I
there.
love it.
you basically
left
rush
8
straight there,
equals.
taking almost no time at all.
Like
Did
15
these
minutes.
parents
quick run.
even attempt to find their kids? Like,
Somebody picked me up and hauled ass.
I just put you on my back and just
I'm
start
gonna be honest.
sprinting.
We did not
You
do
turned
this.
into a spider and
We did not do this good last time. So
No.
I think yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, cool.
you think
Did
you
we
have found
rest at any point? Because
the-
I'm like injured.
what?
Shouldn't be injured.
You're not
Did you
injured.
rest at any point? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm-
Yeah,
It's been a day.
you should be rested to full
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't.
You and us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have arrived at a narrow ravine filled with loose stones. The steep walls are somewhat green with tough, clinging grasses keeping the earth in place. The north end of the ravine is shaded by a large boulder, and a dark area beneath it is comparatively lush. A carpet of green moss has numerous mushrooms growing from it. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna call out their names. Karzan and Elo, I think it was.
Okay, you do that, and there's no response.
I guess we start looking for clues around the mushrooms for anything from the kids, like footprints or things they dropped or mushrooms that have been picked or anything like that to see if they've been around. What would that be?
So you can do a perception or survival check.
I'll do survival. Both have 7. So let's see. I got a 20 and Tyler got a 25.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
So you notice that there are many places where the mushrooms have recently been picked. Additionally, you notice along the overhang of the ravine seems to be a narrow opening that leads into perhaps some sort of a cave or some sort of underground opening.
How narrow?
Yeah, how narrow exactly? How big
It
is
is maybe a foot or two wide, enough for one of you to walk through abreast.
Okay.
Alright, good thing I'm small. Can I go over to the hole and just call like the same, call the 3 kids' names through the hole and see if they respond?
Sure. You call
perceive through-
and hear like your voice kind of echo throughout the whatever space lies beyond there, but you don't hear any response.
I'm going to peer into it.
Okay. Well, I think you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Well, let
that's
me
better
go
than my
ahead
low
and bring you all over to the map.
A map.
Nice.
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. You all see before you this cave opening into the earth. What would you like to do?
I peered into it.
Yes.
Okay, well, move your token up.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was over there looking.
So,
too. It's here next to you.
Well, you do have dark vision, so you can see a little
Yes.
further into this tunnel, for lack of a better word. You see
want me
that
to move
several
in just to see
large
it?
rocks and numerous small ones are piled here, blocking the passage that leads deeper inside.
Oh, so it's a cave-in.
Yeah, it's further in, but there indeed is a cave-in.
Okay.
So would you say it's mostly rocks, or are there also stones?
Some rocks, some stones, maybe even
Some
one
boulders?
boulder.
Oh damn, a boulder? Is it a nice boulder?
It's not
Can I
just
use my
a
rock
boulder,
bending
it's a
to move
rock.
it?
Oh, the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. But yeah, so it looks like a tunnel that is very abruptly blocked off by what appears to be a cave-in.
So I could easily fit through into there, I assume, with my size.
Yeah, any of you can walk into here. It's not that tight. It's just kind of,
Oh.
you know.
Can I very carefully go in and take a look at the cave-in and see if there's any clues of the kids having been in here?
Certainly. In fact, let's
You see
see,
in the
you
dark.
can... If you take a look at the cave-in, you think that any of you who look at the pile of rocks here, you estimate that it would only take about 10 minutes to clear away this pile of rubble if you wanted to.
And does it
To do
seem
so.
secure, like it's not going to fall and crush us while we do that?
Do you have a cave lore
I don't.
training?
No, I have nothing to do with
Just
caves.
make a survival check.
Okay.
Or you can do crafting, engineering, lore, or survival. So, if you want to roll crafting.
Yeah, my survival. I don't have good survival skills apparently, which is unfortunate. Ooh, I'm a
Okay,
good
critical
crafter.
success. So yeah,
27.
you maybe you've spent some time in mines before. Who knows? But you take a good look around, assess the structural integrity of this tunnel. You think that these stones, it looks like they did not fall here naturally. Someone or something caused these stones to become piled here. So, you think that, in fact, you come up with a system by which you can only spend 5 minutes to clear away the stones.
Well, heck yeah. I mean, I guess we should start clearing then, right? Does anybody else want to do a thing before we do that? Or...
Oh, and if you want to search the area, you can make a perception check. I'm sorry, I just saw that. I don't know why they put
let's
that,
do that
after the.
Do a perception.
It won't let me roll perception. It says we're not in an encounter.
Well, you're trying to roll initiative.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't like it's in the skills. You actually actively have to open your character sheet and just
so
roll
on the left hand side, there's perception above initiative.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
On your character sheet.
Yeah,
On
I'm
the-
seeing
There's perception. There's a perception section, and then beneath that there's the initiative section with the drop down box that has perception selected.
That's what's telling me I can't roll.
Yeah,
it,
don't
'cause there's
roll the
no
initiative one. Look above that. Roll the one that's under the perception heading.
Oh,
That's
I
actually your
didn't realize that was a
perception
dice.
ability. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so a 26 is a critical success. So you see that you find some more recent tracks of small humanoids in the area. With a critical success, you find that the tracks go underneath the rubble, and you surmise that whoever left these tracks entered this cave or whatever underground complex this is, and never came out. So whoever it is still in there.
So the kids are probably in there, or some other small gnome-like. I mean, maybe we'll meet other gnomes.
Yeah, maybe there's just a gnome party in there.
Heck yeah. Let's
Stumble
go.
into a gnome
Alright.
rave.
I guess I'll make a wooden pickaxe and start.
Start looking for iron.
I hope.
Get through this rubble.
hope. It's off to work we go. We don't
At
have
least
any
get
dwarves.
enough stone for a furnace.
True.
Yep. Okay, so in only 5 minutes' time, you're able to sort of form a stone brigade and pull all the stones out and set them outside.
I would chuck it up.
I'm there.
Brunt force.
I want to be at the end of this.
Sure.
I think I am the
don't- I'm-
strongest here.
Well, no, I want to be at the end because I don't like cold.
Is
Okay.
it cold
I
in
like-
here?
Cold rocks.
Can I, be suspicious and, pull out my blowgun already so I don't have to in an encounter and just carry it in my
So
hand?
yeah, now the path is clear, and you can see
Don't-
further in. Looks like the passageway opens up ahead and curves to the north.
Just don't sneeze a blow dart into me.
Well, don't put the blowgun in your nostril. That's just
That's good.
that's just good blowgun discipline.
Yeah.
I'll have it down by my side so I don't accidentally breathe too heavily into it. Because
Get
my
the safety
cardio is
on.
bad. So I guess we continue on in and see what the heck's going on.
Okay.
Can we do checks for stuff as we go through?
What do you want to check for?
Just clues from the kids, any kind of
Okay.
falling
Yeah, your
stones
character
that
doesn't
might-
know what a check is, so you got to tell me what your character wants to do. Not,
Do we smell anything?
you smell dirt, and
Okay.
it's musty.
Do we see some more footsteps?
When going into a cave, you need to smell.
Sure.
So, you can go ahead and move yourselves along the passageway.
Do we see the footsteps continue, I assume?
Yes, they continue further into the underground tunnel. You follow the passageway and you come out into a more regularly shaped chamber. You see huge slabs of stone line the passageways here, with smaller rocks carefully placed between the slabs to create walls. Additional large stones
It's dark
form the
in here.
ceiling. The construction is rough and unfinished. A cool, dry wind whistles through the halls.
From what direction?
Does
Just-
anyone have any kind of light? with
Probably
them?
inward from behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, does anyone have any light? Because,
This is
Don't we all have dark vision?
No, I
No,
have
just
low
you.
light vision. I have
Oh,
low light
I have
vision,
low
so I
light.
can kind of, we can kind of see.
No,
but
it's
not...
complete darkness in here. Once you get around the corner, you can't see anything.
I would assume a Dromar had dark vision. I
You-
thought that was the reason for Dromar.
I think you can take a feat to get dark vision.
Okay.
So you're gonna need
Well, then the
a.
question becomes, do I have a light?
It would be in your if you chose an adventurer's kit, you would have a torch.
Yeah, I have some torches.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and light a torch?
Gas explosion.
Let me see if
Shut
I can
up,
put some
Tyler.
light on you. Light.
I'm
Light
holding
radius.
a torch.
Let me look up the rules for torches. We wouldn't want to get our torch rules wrong. That
I
would
didn't mean to
be
do
a
that.
huge faux pas.
That's a word.
I like saying faux pas. It makes me sound like a fancy lady. Bright light 20
Hey.
feet, and dim light the next 20 feet.
That's how I feel about, instead of saying monologue, you say soliloquy.
Okay, so remember you're holding that in one hand, Makua. You can also use a torch as an improvised weapon that deals 1d4 bludgeoning damage plus 1 fire damage.
Huh?
And as
You
you
need both your hands.
as you light this torch and fill the room with light, you see that in front of you there are a number of dead bodies laying across the floor. In fact, dead bodies so long that they are reduced to skeletons.
Okay, well, the answer is probably no, but the first thing that Makiwa is gonna do is check to see if these
They grew up
Holy
so
cow.
fast.
dead bodies don't have anything to do with vampires, do they?
Ooh.
I rolled a 20.
You are positive that these are not vampires.
You're so
and they
positive.
weren't killed by vampires.
No. However,
good.
as you're looking them over, you see one of the bones begin to twitch,
Oh shit.
and the figures begin to rise from the floor, grabbing the glaives that are laid down beside them. Let's go ahead and roll for
I don't
initiative.
like that. Everybody, or just...
Everybody. Everybody.
Everybody get up.
Everybody. Let's get into it. Get stupid. And all that.
Let's get it stupid in here.
No, no,
Let's
no,
get it
no,
stupid
no, no,
in
no.
here.
There's no active encounter.
I'm working on it.
There's no active.
There's no active bactive.
Damn!
Oh, damn.
I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
I rolled a 1.
Actually,
This is
you
gonna be
could've
really
used
bad.
That vampire lore for your initiative, so. Because that's what you were doing
That's so
when the
funny.
combat
Regardless.
broke out.
You're just a pro anyways.
Alright,
I like
need
how we are
initiative
all
for
support
Trislin.
characters.
I'm rolling it right now.
Okay.
13.
Begin encounter.
Oops.
So,
I had
first
a
up is
little-
Makiwa.
Oh wait, does my surprise
Alright.
attack... Sorry, does my surprise attack count only if I'm attacking first, or just in general combat? Because it says you spring into combat faster than foes can react.
I don't know what I.
On the first round, if you roll Deception or Stealth for initiative,
You did
creatures
not.
that haven't attacked are off guard.
Well, you didn't roll deception or stealth because you weren't being deceptive or stealthing.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's not like I choose to roll those instead because combat happens.
Yeah, no,
Okay, cool.
the way that you get to roll a different thing for initiative is if that's what you're doing when combat breaks out. So keep that in mind.
Okay, cool.
Technically, Pathfinder 2nd Edition has 3 different game modes, being encounter mode, exploration mode, and downtime. So encounter mode is what we're in right now. Exploration mode is basically every other time unless you're in downtime, which is like what you're doing over the course of a week or something. So during exploration mode, you say if you're exploring a dungeon, you can say, I'm doing this, such as stealthing or raising a shield or scouting ahead, that kind of thing.
Okay, cool. So if I walked in sneakily, then maybe
Yes.
I could have. Oh, alright, good to know.
But you kind of just swaggered on in here.
We just walked around looking around like, what's in here?
Yeah, so, Makiwa, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is Psyburst. No, first thing I'm gonna do is occultism check. I want to know
Okay.
about them.
You would need a religion.
skeletons.
You would need a religion check.
I
or
can
some
still
sort of
do that.
Applicable lore.
Religion. I know a thing or two about religion.
Okay, that is a success. You see, these are a type of undead known as skeletal soldiers. They
Nice.
look like skeletons of humanoid creatures that are still wearing the ragged armor and holding the worn weapons that they used in life. And this is what they look like.
Ah, it looks like a. Oh gosh, what is it? Darkest Dungeon or
For
whatever.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a Dark Souls enemy.
Yeah.
I can use my versatile vials.
Or Dark and
to
Darker.
create
That's what I'm
bomb.
thinking of.
Yes. Yes. I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Now I Psyburst at the close one. I'm level 3, so I had it's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
3d4.
Dusk, you get one question about these creatures because you got a
Oh,
success. So
what are they weak to?
Okay, you want defensive traits?
Yeah.
So they are immune to death effects, disease, mental effects, paralysis, poison, and unconsciousness. They have resistance 5 to cold, electricity, fire, piercing, and slashing.
Okay.
And they have void healing because they're undead.
Void healing.
So those are their
Alright, so
defensive
yeah.
traits.
They don't like piercing arts.
What are their weaknesses?
They're
They have no weaknesses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
just a bunch of immunities and resistances.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the
Which are just
immunities
as
is
important.
because they're undead and they, like you can't really inflict a disease on a skeleton.
Wait, does
True.
Pathfinder, does Vitality do double damage to
No.
undead creatures?
No.
Okay.
Unless they specifically have a weakness to vitality. Some
Okay,
do.
I just
Some
thought,
undead do have a weakness
okay.
to vitality, but these do not.
Vampires do, I'm pretty sure.
But they would certainly be affected by vitality damage.
Yeah. So yeah, the skeleton needs a reflex save.
Okay. Let's see how reflexive he is. That is a 23, so that is a success.
Okay. So no Cyburst for me.
No, it'll take half damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll.
So then
It's only on a crit success that he would take no damage.
3d4 plus 1. Roll.
Alright, 6 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 3. So, he kind of like dodges to the side a little bit, and you kind of break one of the bones in his ribs, but it doesn't really seem to bother it too much. I say him, you have no idea what the sex of this skeleton is.
I
Or
see a
it's-
giant bone.
Or its gender, if any. It's not.
No, Cynthia has a wiener bone.
I'm
that's concerning.
reminded of that meme of like what transphobes think human skeletons look like. The male skeletons are like just big Dorito shapes, and the
Going
female
to-
skeletons have like boobs and like wide hips.
I'm gonna roll with thievery to take their penis bone.
Well, you can wait till they're defeated for that. So, Makiwa, that is 2 actions.
Oh yeah, my last action is Glimpse Weakness.
Glimpse Weaky.
On the close one, I
Okay.
guess. The one that's already damaged.
I thought that Cyburst was a free action.
So I think
You know, it might be.
I think it applies it to you. But
That's weird.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'll just apply it to everyone, and then you can, I think, toggle it when you attack that one guy. Anyway, Makiwa, that's your turn. Sayuri.
Yep.
I think that making my versatile vial only is 1 action instead of 2 or something like that.
Sayori-chan no Junban dayo.
I'm a baby alchemist. I'm still learning how to use my alchemy things.
That's very unfortunate that you're standing next to me then.
It is unfortunate for you that you're standing next to the alchemist that doesn't quite know how to mix their stuff, but it's fine.
Okay,
I'm
tell me
sure.
what you
Oh
want to
no,
do.
you
We'll
made
figure it
mustard
out.
gas.
So I'm gonna use a ghost charge, and I'm pretty sure I only use 1 action to make my versatile vial.
Yeah, that's the quick alchemy action.
Yes. Okay. So, and I think I can make the ghost charge. So I'm gonna make one of those with one of my versatile vials with
let's
my
see.
first action,
Ghost charge.
because it's just a bomb, an alchemial bomb.
Okay, yeah, it's a bomb. So I think.
So let's
with
see how
quick
far.
alchemy-
It's 20 feet.
Yeah, so
20
you create it
feet
and then
worth.
you can throw it as 1 action.
Cool. Got that created.
And then you can just click the button to draw it. You don't have. We can ignore the action it takes to draw it because that's part of the quick alchemy.
I think what the go-to is you create,
Right.
then throw, then create again, and then
Yeah.
what's that, the loop?
And then let's see how far, because I don't want to mess anybody up. So let me make sure that I.
Oh, mess me up!
Let me see if I throw this properly before I hurt people. So. Oh my. Well, it's got a range of 20 feet. So is it going to hurt us, though? Because it's a ghost charge if we're not.
I think it deals vitality damage. So.
It totally does.
Yeah. It's living creatures. Yeah, it only harms undead and creatures with void healing. But fortunately, Makiwa, who has void healing, is he wouldn't be in range of the splash. So yeah, this would not damage you or Durak.
So if I just throw it in the middle of the 3 of them, we're Gucci.
Well, ideally you throw it at one of them.
At one of them. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to
so
throw it at the
1d8 it damages whichever person you hit directly, and then the 1 splash damages to everyone surrounding that.
Alright, I'm going to
creature.
throw it at the one not in front of me, but to the left back there.
Okay,
And then
you
do
may
I-
want to hit the guy in front of you because then you would get the other 2 with splash.
If I hit that guy, there's someone to the left who gets a splash.
But it's only within
I don't-
5 feet.
Yeah, it's not gonna reach that far.
It's not going to reach that far. Damn,
Yeah.
it's 10 feet. Okay, then yeah, person in front of me. So I... And
Yeah.
then roll... I haven't done this yet. This is fun. Oh,
Man, only plus... Oh yeah, because you don't have any dexterity.
no.
You were clumsy.
I am.
So
I'm
the
working on
7
it.
does not hit. I think you still get the splash damage, though.
Because it would land somewhere.
Yeah.
How do bombs work?
Just
Right?
throw bombs so badly
so-
that it never lands.
Let me check. That is actually a critical failure, so you don't hit anybody. You throw it so poorly that it just...
No!
It doesn't hit
That's
anybody.
So embarrassing. Okay, but that was...
Throw it at the ceiling.
Was that 2 actions to make it and throw it? Or
Yes.
just 1 to do that?
1 action to
actions.
make it, 1 to throw it.
That was so embarrassing.
So you have 1 action
Okay,
left if you want to maybe step back, or...
I'm thinking... Yeah, I don't think my armored cloak is going to help me very much with these guys.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a step. I'm just going to take a step back.
Alright, that is Sayuri's turn. Next up, it is the skeletal soldier nearest to you all. He is going to use his claws to strike at Durak. Actually,
Hello.
first he's going to step here. Then he's going to do a claw strike against Durak. That is a 17 to hit.
He misses.
Okay, and then he's going to turn and do a claw strike against Sayuri-chan. That is a 22 to hit.
What would I be looking at to
This
see?
is
if I-
against your AC.
Your armor class.
Yeah, it's 16.
Yeah, so that is a palpable hit. So you take 6 points of slashing damage
Damn.
as he
At least it wasn't a
rakes
crit.
at you with his claws, and that is his turn. Next up,
That's rude.
you see another skeletal soldier clamber from around the corner. He first moves... Well, actually, let me check their speed. I think they just have normal speed. Yeah. So he's going to clamber up here. Then he's going to do second action, Claw Strike against Duroc. That is a 16. And then another Claw Strike against Duroc. Even worse, 11. So he just like comes at you with his skeletal hands, and you're able to kind of push him away a little bit. And that is his turn. Trizalin, sing us a song.
Oh god.
I don't like these guys.
Sing us a song,
Okay.
you're the lizard girl. Sing us a
Yep.
song tonight.
You can sing to us beautifully while we die.
Okay, so for my first action, I'm going to try to do that, but I'm going to try to use my lingering composition. So I have to roll performance.
Don't you have to use it then? Use lingering?
No, it's like the other. I gotta roll for it.
Yeah, it's like extend boost for summoner.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
use it beforehand and make the roll, and
Yeah.
if you fail, nothing happens, and you get the focus point back.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make your
Yeah.
performance check, please, Abigail.
Go. Ooh, 26.
Okay, 26 is a success.
Oh.
So your composition
Oh,
lasts for
okay.
3 rounds.
Ooh, that's one turn. And
That's
then
the free action.
what?
Yeah,
Lingering.
lingering comp is a free action, so first action you can use your courageous anthem.
Yes, that's what I meant. One action to sing. Oh, I thought there were 3 of these guys. Now that I see that there's 4, I'm a little more scared.
Yeah.
Don't you forget about me. Do Breakfast Club.
Cheer.
Okay, so you have 2 actions remaining. What would you like to do?
I know. I was trying to remember the words of that song. Part of my if I don't know the words of the song, it's difficult. I'm the singer in this group. Okay, I have to know the words or make up my own. I'm back here singing my song. Gonna smack you with sticks and all weapon kinds. Hopefully.
Okay, what you gonna do?
I know, I'm thinking about it.
Well, you need to be thinking about
Give me a second!
it before it gets to your turn.
I know, I had that planned and then I didn't plan the next
How
part,
about
okay? I'm
telekinetic
sorry.
projectile?
Yeah,
Phase
I do
bolt.
that. Wait.
Well, phase bolt deals piercing damage. Telekinetic projectile deals any kind of damage. Any kind of physical
And I
damage,
choose-
so you would choose
And I
bludgeoning.
choose the one they're not. Yeah, bludgeoning. Pick up a rock and throw it at him.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a spell attack at your intended target.
I'm gonna hit this guy in the back because
All the way in the back? Okay. Make your...
I have the
click,
distance.
click the bludgeoning button on your spell there.
Let's go. Roll well.
Okay, that's a
18.
Nice.
Go!
28 is a critical
28,
success.
motherfucker!
So that's double
You
damage.
deal double damage.
So go ahead and click roll damage.
It's not giving me crit as an option.
You scroll back up and click roll damage. We'll just hit double damage.
Yeah, it's
Oh, so I do this and then we just
Yeah,
multiply.
yeah, just yeah.
Okay. Let's roll. Woo!
decent.
All right, 11 doubled to 22.
Nice.
Is
And
it?
you destroyed the skeletal soldier in the back. You
Oh,
blast
I
him to
can hear
smithereens.
Screaming from your mic.
That's what we want to see.
It's so funny.
I pick a rock up and it.
Yeah, you just
I pick the rock up with my brain. it just
crashes
falls
through
through.
all its bones and turns him into dust.
Me.
I think I pick up a rock and then I realize it's a much bigger rock than I intended. I was like, oh shit! I just threw a boulder at that motherfucker.
That's a nice boulder.
Take this boulder, bitch.
Okay.
God damn, that was fucking sweet.
Oops. Okay, I
Wait,
clicked
did
the
I
button
even use my
twice.
whole turn?
That was your whole turn.
That was 2 turns. Okay, I thought that was 2 actions.
Yes, so
Okay,
next
I
it is
Shit.
the third skeletal soldier's turn in the back here. He's going to first action draw his glaive, and then second action he's going to make a strike against Duroc.
Or try to.
Attempt
That's
a
a Duroc
strike
in the
against
front.
Duroc. Well, he rolled a natural 2, so he misses. And then he's going to try again.
I can't. That was funny as hell.
Okay, that's a 16, so he misses. He's trying to hit over his ally here, and he's having trouble. That's his turn. Other one's dead. We can remove him. Duroc, it is your turn.
Much better. Wait, both of them died?
Oh my god, where did the other one go?
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Oh, that guy, somehow that guy moved into the wall.
He ran away when his friend died. He got scared
There
and
we
was
go.
like, no.
Okay, Duroc, it's your turn.
One moment. Alright.
Alright, that was too funny.
What I'm going to do is put a tree right here.
Okay,
Inside this cave. You're doing them a favor. It's very musky in here.
musky.
No.
I think you mean perhaps musty?
Maybe I meant dusty.
Hey, me.
There we go. Tree. So this tree just like kind of bursts up from the ground there.
We should make a token with a tree with a health bar.
Yeah, we should do that. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that later.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so the
then-
Vector tree appears. And then what? And then what?
I'm going to do a reached vitality strike on this man.
Okay.
I came in hot.
Oh, we're both having issues.
Yeah, 13 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, and that's my action.
Okay. Makiwa, you got a skeleton in your face. You got Mr.
Yeah.
Skeletal.
So now we're going to unleash Psyche. This is the correct thing and time to do. Unleash Psyche, I think.
Okay.
Alright, so I go Super Saiyan. I'm constantly surrounded by the visual manifestation of my psychic magic. And I think it's gonna do the rest for me.
Makiwa goes to 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go plus Ultra, and then Psyburst against the damaged one for free.
Okay.
So 3d4
So he makes a reflex save.
plus 1.
So it's only free when you're cybursting?
No, it's free anyway. I can do it once per round, and it's no actions.
Are you sure? It looks like it has one action to me.
Then yes. One action.
Yeah. Well, he rolled a 26
I'm-
on his reflex save, so that's a success. So he'll take half damage, which is 10, half to 5.
Damn. They're rolling good. Okay, so that's one action.
I think you also get the glimpse weakness. Is that right?
Oh yeah, the glimpse. I'm the first one to attack it, so yeah, I get plus 1 precision damage.
Okay, it's 1 plus the spell's rank.
1 plus the spell's rank. Well, the spell's rank is... I don't know what the spell rank
2.
of Psyburst is. Is it 2?
Yeah, because it's a cantrip.
Okay. Perfect.
So he takes 3 damage. Actually, gotta make sure. They are not immune to precision damage.
Nice.
You hit him right in the joint. So yeah, you got 2 actions left.
Yeah. I guess I'll do a 2-action spell.
Wait, you also get a bonus on... Oh wait, Psyburst isn't a spell, is it? That's an ability.
Yeah.
So never mind, you don't get the bonus to damage from Unleash Psyche.
Right.
Is this... void damage, so I don't want to attack them with that.
You do not.
Let's see. So then I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Forbidding Ward on Durak.
Well, you probably want to do some sort of damaging spell, so you get that damage bonus from your Unleashed Psyche.
Well, I guess that's true. Damn, what can I even fucking...
You got any bludgeoning or...
Honestly?
It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it, no.
Did you not choose any blasting spells?
Just
it's
Void
yellow.
Warp, I think, which does void damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess all I can do is Forbidding Ward on Durak.
Okay.
I should have thought about that. Probably, like, the next time I level up, I already have it fixed. I have my whole character planned out on Path Builder, so...
Well, you can swap out some spells if you want.
Yeah, I might do that after this session, or at some point soon. But for right now, Forbidding Ward will give Durak some bonuses, and that's it for me.
Okay. Sayuri, it is your turn.
Okay. So, I think this person's near death. Let me see.
So it, yeah, it's,
that might
it's
be
a
a little
bomb
close
that does, yeah, so it does 2d4 to the primary target and 2 splash. It's all sonic, which would go through on these guys, but you're also in very close quarters. So the only one you could possibly hit without doing splash to your allies is the guy way in the back.
If my aim is good, which
Yeah,
we know
if you
it's
can
not.
hit him.
Which we know it's very much not. I'm gonna, like, miss and accidentally hit the poor orc right in front of me. In the back with it or something.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit me. I'm perfectly fine. My tree will protect me.
I'm assuming the centipede venom, the severe muscle stiffness, would stop them from being able to attack as well. Like as
They don't have
they-
muscles.
Yeah, it
They
would,
don't-
except they're immune to poison on account of being animated skeletons.
That'd stop their muscles if they had any.
Oh shit!
Skull joke!
So they can't be poisoned.
Correct.
It can be melted if you have acid.
Well,
I mean,
they're-
I have bug acid in a cauldron. It's not really weaponable
Oh.
at the moment.
they are not resistant to acid.
Yeah.
Can I pick up one of the bug acids and just throw it at them?
a bone to not be resistant, or to be resistant to acid? My bones aren't.
I just have 2 bulk bug acid sitting in. Can I put it in a
Abby.
versatile vial and read it?
Abby's just
it's not
melting
an
her bones in
actual.
acid.
It's not an actual item, so it doesn't really work that way.
Right? I didn't think so.
I honestly, your best bet is going to be to try the. What was that?
Vitality.
Vitality thing.
Yeah.
Do the same thing as last time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make a ghost charge. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, well,
just hit well.
Hit them real good.
I gotta go make that.
I gotta go my own way.
Sometimes, a lot of times in combat sessions, it's going to be you probably doing the same thing
I have
Ghost.
to
from the
run
last.
and be who I am.
I was hoping with how much I failed at throwing it, I would have something better, but I guess not.
Okay, so yeah, no, your whole thing about dealing damage is you have to throw bombs to hit enemies, so you may want to, at some point, respec your character to put some points in dexterity.
Yeah. Alchemists are supposed to be dexterous. They make shit quickly and they chuck them.
What is my dexterity?
Your dexterity is 0.
Is non-existent, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
your worst stat, so.
That's great. Alright, I'm gonna put a note for myself for that.
Do you have like a high intellect and high charisma? Is that your thing?
Alright,
throw one of
I'm
those.
gonna throw it at... I mean, I guess the guy in the middle? Or is that too close, though, to Durak?
Well, the ghost
It's vitality.
thing
so.
does vitality damage, which living creatures are immune to.
Cool, so I'll hit the one right in front of Durak because it should splash damage the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, I have a secret backstory where I'm undead.
Hey,
Right,
that's
just-
me.
Roll. Okay. 21.
21. That is a hit.
Yay!
Nice.
Kaboom. So go ahead and roll damage. So, looking at the rules for the splash trait, as long as you get at least a failure, you deal splash damage to the intended target.
Okay, cool. So I just hit the
Okay.
damage next to the ghost charge here to get the damage roll.
Yeah, click the damage button, and then I think all the other guys around him will also... So he'll take the full damage and the splash damage. Max damage! There you go.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
So 10 points of Vite damage to the guy in the middle here. And then splash damage to him and to his buddies.
The target that takes damage becomes enfeebled.
And he is so feebled.
Haha.
What's people
Until
do?
the start of your next turn. It's a strength penalty.
Huh.
It's basically like strength damage from first edition.
It's because they got no muscles. They're weak.
Yeah. You disrupted the link to their undead energy.
So that was 2.
Yep, so you got one action
And
remaining.
then... I'm pretty fine. I'm not going to try to move. I'm going to take out my corset knife just in case for the next one.
Okay.
But that's it.
Alrighty.
I'm going to put that away.
Next up, it is the guy directly in front of y'all. He is
Of
going to...
Who's y'all?
The closest guy. The
Okay.
southernmost soldier.
One near death.
He is going
That's just
to
me.
open with a claw attack at Durak.
Oh.
That is a 25
I think it
to
finally hit you.
What is this forbidding ward? What is that?
Here, let me post it.
You get a bonus to AC and saves against target enemies, attacks, spells, and other effects.
It didn't change anything on me.
Should get a +1 status bonus to AC.
Because it still shows me.
Remember, that has a sustained duration, so every round you have to spend an action to sustain it in order
If I
to
wanted
keep
to
it.
keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a 21 AC. Still hits me, but
Okay, so for damage, you are going to take
no.
5 points of slashing damage.
My
Or, well,
tree
the
is going
tree's-
to
The
take-
tree is going to take 5 points of slashing damage, so it's down to 15.
Yeah.
Okay, second attack, he's going to attack Sayuri with a claw. Ooh, but he rolls a natural 3, so he misses, has trouble
Ah.
hitting that short little gnome. Then third, he's going to do a claw against Makiwa for a 15 to hit, which I assume misses.
Does not hit.
All right, next up it is the guy in the center. He is going to do a claw attack against Durak. 18, which misses. Then he's going to... Are they... No, they're not smart at all, so he's just going to keep attacking. Second claw attack against Durak. Natty 18 for a 23. Okay, that is minimum damage. You take 2 points of slashing damage.
No, I don't
Weak.
take 2 points.
Well, the tree does.
yeah.
So the tree's
Give
down
him
to
back his
13.
health.
And then third attack, he's just going to slash again. Ooh, that was almost a natural 20, but he rolled a 15 instead. So, miss.
I'm ready.
Trizalin. Hit me with
So,
your
I
best
don't-
shot.
So I found, and I'm gonna make this degenic to my character. I found a wheel of Disney and family karaoke songs,
Oh my god.
and I rolled it, and I'm going to make it a thing that my character does a in her brain where she's
like kite.
trying to
Yeah.
randomly choose what song she wants to sing. And I want to share with you guys what song the randomizer chose for this turn for my singing.
Please
You'll
tell
be in my
us.
heart.
Ready?
Is it Be Prepared?
No, it's not appropriate for this at all, but I'm
Oh.
gonna sing it anyway. You are my fire, my one
One.
desire. Believe when I say I want it that way.
Yeah, but you gotta flavor it to be relevant.
Tell me why
Ain't nothing
these guys
but a
are not
skeleton.
dead yet.
Okay, so you're maintaining your.
why.
Well, you don't have to maintain your courageous anthem because you lingered
I
it.
know, I just like to sing.
You have to let it linger. You have to let it linger.
I just thought you guys would like my randomizer.
Okay, go ahead and take your turn, please.
I'm gonna do the same as last time. I'm a telekinetic projectile.
Who?
The guy in the back, because he's not getting as much damage.
Okay, roll your attack, please.
I'm gonna cast. Come on! Oh,
14 does not
I
hit.
didn't hit. Oh no, I didn't sing hard enough.
Alright, you got one action remaining.
Shield.
Okay.
I have to put that up. Hold on.
Okay, in the meantime, it is the skeletal soldier in the back's turn. He's going to make some glaive attacks. First glaive attack against Duroc. Natural 20.
Scary.
Oh no, it's a crit.
Yeah, also it has the
One on my tree.
it also has the deadly property. So that is 23 points of damage.
Yeesh.
Reduced to 10 from the tree.
Mhm.
So you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Goodbye, tree.
And the tree is destroyed. Then for his second attack, he's going to swing his glaive again. 11 does not hit, and then a third swing. 14 does not hit. That is his turn.
You
Duroc.
have to let it linger.
Okay, so tree right here.
Okay. Tree's back.
And then I'm going to use Ocean Bomb on myself.
A bomb! He's got a bomb!
A terrible
So you
heal.
take 3 points of healing.
Okay.
Okay, so that is your turn.
Yep.
Makiwa. It is your turn.
Alright. So, how does it work when you, like, maintain...
You spend
Does
one
it take
action.
the same amount of actions?
No, it takes
Oh,
one
so it's
action
one.
to maintain.
Well, it didn't really help him. So I think I'm gonna chill on that.
Okay. You let it expire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first, we're gonna Cyburst, the close one.
Okay. Let's have him make a reflexive save. Whoosh. 13, that is a failure. So he's going to take full damage.
7.
7 points of damage, and you blast him into dust. That is a dead
Nice.
skeleton.
Yay!
Alright, so that's 1.
We need another giant boulder next round.
Alright.
The boulder has
Uh.
conflicted feelings.
Can I cast guidance more than once?
Yes.
Ooh, my
it's just that,
guidance range is 120 feet.
Yeah, it's just that when you cast guidance on someone, they become immune to guidance for an hour.
I see.
But you could cast it on any number of targets, provided they aren't immune yet.
Do our Sayuri's throw checks and an attack
Yes,
roll? Or no?
they're attack
Okay.
rolls.
Then first, or my second action, I'm gonna cast guidance on Sayuri.
Sayuri.
I'm gonna maybe step back one for my
Okay.
third action.
Sayuri-chan, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I'm gonna blow them up, I guess. Let me see. I might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take, because it's one step to create them, one thing to create them, one to throw it, and so I
Yes.
think I'm gonna take a step forward first, because that will help with my accuracy, I think.
It won't.
No, it won't. Okay, I'll stay here then.
Yeah, all you're gonna do is make yourself easier to hit.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give myself ghost charge. I only have one vial left to make one with, so. And did it say I have to choose to use the spell that was used on me? There?
Guidance.
The
Yes.
guidance?
You before you roll, you choose to accept the guidance on that
Okay,
roll.
so I will do that this time. Do I have to do something in my little thing for that, or does it just add it?
You may have to toggle it on when you roll the check.
Little
Okay.
box that comes up.
So ghost charge is made, and then I'm gonna throw it. Got a 21.
Okay, another 21. That hits. Who were you targeting? The near or the far guy, or the wherever
the
you
one,
are
the
guy?
one. Do the one at the very back.
Okay.
Because the splash will hit.
Well, it hits both either of them, nonetheless. So
It doesn't say anything about the guidance anywhere.
yeah, you had to use that on the attack roll, not the damage.
Yeah, it didn't come up anywhere.
Okay, well you hit nonetheless. So
Rude. That's
4
fine.
points of bite damage to
I have it for next one.
the back guy, and then 1 point of splash to each.
Cool.
I like because you're not targeting them. It just shows you explode.
Yeah, it just shows me exploding. That's fine. Well, shit.
I'm about to
We
be
can-
stupefied, I'm pretty sure. For a
You
bit.
are about to be stupefied.
I can make another ghost charge. I can make another versatile vial just for next time, right?
Sure,
It'll stay.
you absolutely
as long
can.
as-
I believe so.
Just
Let me
that.
check your quick alchemy.
It says it stays for like the day or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's until the start of your next turn. Wait.
Oh,
Oh, so it will
Yeah,
disappear.
no. For the quick vial to make a bomb, it's until the end of your current turn.
Okay, yeah. So I will wait then.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was the whole rotation of that.
I thought
is
it was too, but
You create, or you create, throw, create for your next turn. Then you throw, create.
Nope.
it says here versatile vials are infused items and are destroyed if not used by the next time you make your daily preparation.
Yeah, but
That's not
you're
through the
using the
quick
quick
craft.
alchemy. You're using the quick alchemy
Okay.
action, which is one action
Okay.
to create either a single consumable item or a bomb.
So
Or
if
for
I
your versatile vial option,
during my
your
daily
research list.
preparations, if I use my versatile vials, then it's for the day.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. This is I gotta write these
It's
rules down.
you
for
picked
reference.
one of the most complex classes.
Heck yeah, I did.
Classic
Alright, well, I
rookie
guess
mistake.
I'm not really close enough to them to strike or anything. I
Yeah,
don't really
you
know
can
what I
just
could
wait
do
if
that
you
would be
want. There's
useful.
no reason you can't wait.
Yeah, I'll just chill, I guess. I shake my fist at them and say, "We're gonna get you." And that's-
Have you done a recall knowledge on them yet?
no.
Didn't Dust do that?
He did, but you could learn additional information if you like.
Its
How do I-
bones
what do
are
I
made
roll
of
for that?
calcium.
So do you have are you trained in religion?
No, I'm untrained.
Then
in
you
that.
you don't know.
No, I don't know. Okay, yeah.
You think all you know is it's a spooky scary skeleton.
It's spoopy, and I shake my fist at them, and I say, "We're gonna get you," and that's my last
And
action.
it goes, yeah. Well, it is the closer skeletal soldier's turn. He is going to just keep. Actually, he's going to step forward here. How long was that enfeeblement?
I think it's 2 rounds.
It's until the start of Sayuri's next turn. So this guy is no longer enfeebled, but the guy in the
you're
back
talking
is
about.
now. So he's gonna step up. He doesn't like that
One
Sayuri is throwing holy bombs at him. So he's gonna step up and do a claw strike against the gnome.
That's fair.
That is a 19 to hit.
Ow.
4 points of slashing damage. Then he's gonna do another claw strike against you. It's a 12 to hit, it misses, and then third claw strike. Natural 20. Critical hit.
That's rude.
For minimum damage, 6 damage. So he tears at you a little bit and scratches you up pretty badly.
That was rude.
All right.
I would say always try to beeline to the tree.
Trizzlin, it is your turn.
Okay, Abby rolled the randomizer again. Who wants to hear what this song is?
How about we do that once per combat?
Aww. But I was actually thinking about how to make it work for the
This one
actual
time I'll let you
situation.
do it.
Okay.
Because combat
Yay.
is in a like split-second thing, so it should just
Okay,
be.
I
one.
understand.
Go ahead, though.
I got happy. You know the song?
You mean Pharrell's happy?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I wish I got happy.
Cause I'm happy cause the skeletons are dying for real this time. Cause I'm happy cause we keep making them fall down for good.
Okay. Please take your
And they're
turn.
coming back this
Okay.
time. They're not gonna hurt us no more.
That's
Like
very
it.
cute. It's your turn.
I know, I just thought that was cute, so I did it.
I think
Okay.
your courageous anthem has worn off. This is
This is the last time?
actually this should be the last turn of it. I don't know why it removed it
Okay.
already.
Yeah, this is my last turn. Okay.
So you're doing
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
telekinetic
try to-
projectile.
And this time I'm gonna hit. I swear I'm gonna roll better than a 4.
Who are you targeting?
12. Oh, sorry, I forgot to target first, didn't I? Sorry.
It's okay, just tell me.
This guy in the back.
Okay, a 22 is a hit. Roll your damage, please.
Yeah, he's just really far away, so I like to hit the guys who are further away.
Mm-hmm. That is a benefit of ranged weapons. All right, 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you pulverize another skeleton.
Just keep breaking them with rocks.
Yeah, you got one more action left.
I
hard
use a shield.
Okay. Durak, take us
Well
home.
done.
I don't know about home, but
Country roads.
I'm going to use battle medicine. Our little gnome friend.
Okay, go ahead and make
I
a
always
medicine
hate
check.
Fucking. I wish it was more streamlined, but
I know.
I did it.
I'm going to use my assurance.
Okay. So, what does that give you?
A 16.
Okay, that's a success, so it is, I think, 2d8.
Yeah.
Alright, 14 points of healing. So that is almost to full for Sayuri. So you heal her real good.
Heck yeah.
Throw some poultice on those scratches.
And then I'm going to do a 2-action kinetic melee blast.
Okay. Shoot her! Shoot her! 19 is a success.
Damage. Why can Courageous Anthem pop up in the damage modifier?
Because Courageous Anthem gives you a bonus to damage as well.
Oh, it won't let me click it.
Just leave it alone. 13 plus 1, 14. He only had 4 hit points. You
Alright, cool.
evaporate him into a holy light of
A watery light.
vitality wood. So the plants come up to the ground and wrap around him and absorb his nutrients back into the earth and a flash of light, and you have solved my skeleton puzzle.
Alright.
And the crypt
did good.
falls silent.
Nice.
Everyone tell me I did a good job.
Good
You
girl,
did great.
Abby. Head pats for Abby.
Yay!
Pats for Patrick.
Listen, that's only my name because I'm lazy.
Why don't we go and take our break here? And then when
Alright.
we come back, we can further explore this spooky cavern. And welcome back, everyone. We return to our session here in the dank, dark depths of this, whatever this cave system is. What would you like to do now? The remains of these skeletons are scattered across the floor.
All right.
Let's
I want
loot
to
'em.
examine them.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
Well, the cultural. Like, what the fuck are these skeletons? What weapons are they using? Where are they from?
Great. So you can make either a history lore or society check to investigate the anthropological significance of these skeletons.
Okay.
I'll work
Society.
together with Durak on that.
Yeah, I've got an 8 society. I'll totally do that.
See if they're like any of these mayhaps whispering
No,
fire
I-
soldiers.
I suck. I got a 4.
Ugh.
12. That's bad.
I mean, hey, 12 off of a 4 is great, though.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so
Anytime you roll
Both-
less than your bonus, that's not great.
so both Durak and Makua, you investigate the clothes that these skeletons were wearing and the condition of the bones. You suspect that they have been buried for at least 5,000 years.
Sheesh.
Oh, wow.
And that's a long ass time because
That is before the.
yeah, that's longer than the current calendar has been going.
Wow.
Which may not sound like a lot in real life, but this is the year like 4725, I think.
Yeah. This is a Atlantean society, right? Or is that before Atlanteans?
Before the Atlantes, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all it says in the book is that they were likely
All right.
buried 5,000 years ago.
Good
Oh,
to
wow.
know. Can I
Additionally,
do
sorry,
Oh.
just one thing real quick. Each of the skeletal soldiers has a glaive. They have a longbow, a chain shirt, and 20 arrows.
Perfect. I was
The
just gonna ask
chain shirt.
if I could roll a crafting thing to look at their like weapons and armor and stuff like that and getting in from there, or would that not be crafting?
What kind of info are you trying to get?
I don't know 100%. I guess just kind of looking at like how they're made, what they're like what I don't know.
Well, they're
I
old as balls, but still in usable
good
condition.
condition?
Yeah,
Can we take this
I'll
stuff?
grab that glaive.
sure. Well, there's 4 soldiers, and each of them have a glaive, a longbow, a chain shirt, and 20 arrows. So
Oh, I guess we could all take everything.
so that's 4 glaives, 4 longbows, 4 chain shirts, and 80 arrows.
Is
I mean, I think I just
this
want
glaive a weapon?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I just
was like-
recently changed my character where I can use light armor, so I am going to take one of those chain shirts, too.
Okay. I'm gonna put them all in your stash, so you can take them from
So-
there if you like.
So I'm assuming that the glaive and a longbow are too big for me to reasonably be carrying around and
all
using.
of the equipment is medium sized, so they are sized for a medium sized creature. So unfortunately, they would be too large for you to use, Sairi.
Yeah, but I can take the chain shirt at least.
The chain shirt is also medium sized.
oh
It'd
no!
be more like a chain dress for you.
I mean, I can take it and sell it still, right?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, just leave it in the stash.
Okay.
Our stash will be right here.
Yeah, we're going to sell all that stuff and split the money later.
Yeah.
And I guess if anyone wants the arrows, then they can just. If they're
Yeah,
actually
I don't know
gonna
if anyone
them, they can
uses
take
arrows.
them. Well, that's upsetting.
no.
I'm small.
I think we could all stand to pick up a ranged weapon at some point.
I can make ranged weapons.
Additionally,
Yeah, I said that, and then I thought about how ranged we all are, and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
additionally, Makua, you see one of the skeletal soldiers lodged into one of its eye sockets. You find a glistening gemstone.
Ooh, okay. Well, I would like to detect magic on that gemstone.
It is hella magic.
It is hella magic.
So I have detect magic, yes.
I will like to lick it.
Detect magic. Are the kind of fine control that other spellcasters can only dream of. When you cast detect magic, you're aware of any creature in the emanation affected by a spell or carrying the magic item. You determine the main location of magic within any magical hazard in the emanation. Holy shit. So that's a lot.
It's the holy diver.
I detect illusion magic only if that magic's effect has a lower rank than the rank on my detect magic skill. However, items that have an illusion aura but aren't deceptive in appearance typically are detected normal. So I guess I don't even know how that really works.
So basically that just lets you see magical auras. So like if things are magical, you would need to do the identify magic activity, which takes 10 minutes to identify the properties of this magical item.
I see.
So I would let you roll either occult or arcana. Occultism or arcana to identify this.
Yeah, I guess I do want to check that out. What? 13.
Yeah, a 13. I don't think that's gonna do it. Yeah, that is a failure, but not a critical failure. So you can't try again on this item for 1 day.
Oh, well, anyone else want to check this
Oh,
out?
also, typically it's a
What?
secret check, so technically I should roll it for you. Secretly.
Secretly.
So, yeah, does anyone else want to attempt to identify this item?
What would...
I don't have detect magic.
You don't have to have detect magic.
Oh,
The magic has been detected.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in first edition you did, but not in second edition you don't.
I have a 3 occultism. I'm untrained. Does that matter?
You have to be trained.
I have to be trained. Okay.
Occultism or arcana?
I got neither of
No.
those.
Yeah, no, I don't have.
Okay, well then I guess I might try tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can just put it in, hang on to it and all that.
Yeah, so can I just have it?
Sure, I'll put it on your sheet if you like.
she get up.
I think that moved to your sheet.
Unusual object, yeah.
Yes, I have mystified it because you don't know what it is.
Yeah. That's good.
All
Okay.
That seems to be all you can find in this room. However, there are passageways leading out of this room to the north, west, and east.
Split up, gang.
Yeah, let's
Can
split
we-
the party.
Can we check for any indications of which way the kids went on the ground? Those directions.
You don't notice any footprints on the ground. It seems that perhaps the movement of these skeletons has disturbed any traces of tracks here.
I mean, maybe we should just check each way together a little bit and see if they even go anywhere in case we get attacked, or what? Should we split up? I don't know.
No.
It's never a good idea to split up.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just send Sayuri alone. to
Yeah,
each
I'll just
path.
run around really fast. It's fine. No one will even see me. I'm so small.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Can I cast detect magic again and see? I guess a 30-foot emanation's not going to reach into these hallways enough.
Well, 30 feet. I mean, the north hallway is 25 feet, and then there looks like a door of some sort at the end. The eastern hallway, it goes for like 25 feet and then turns to the north, and then the western hallway does that. The eastern one goes for a ways and then also turns to the north.
Whoa.
We're in exploration mode now, right?
Yes, we are. As long as you're not in an encounter, you're in exploration mode.
So every 10 minutes of exploration mode, I get 2 vials back. So
And I think everyone spent 10 minutes. Actually, everyone spent 10 minutes after the combat refocusing, and Makiwa also spent that time
I have 3 back for now.
examining
Okay, cool.
the stone that you
I gotta
found.
remember about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what direction do we want to check first? Let's find out.
Here, I'm gonna slide down here and detect magic at this door.
Okay.
So I can place the emanation if that makes
Yeah.
it
So,
easier
well,
for you.
solid things will block it.
Oh. So
Um,
I detect nothing.
Yeah, so, however, as you approach this door, you see the doorway at the end of this passage is jammed with stones and a half-broken door that has fallen off its hinges. Scratches on this barricade show someone on this side recently attempted to break in.
Oh.
Oof.
Can I try to break in?
You can if you like.
Maybe we should look at the other ones first before we start opening up doors that are sealed. Just in case we get into
We
an
certainly
encounter.
can.
Because what if, like, one of them's just, like, open? I don't have a light, though. I can't see
Oh,
shit.
Sayuri's going off. Yeah, I'm the one with the torch.
Yeah.
So this door is closed.
Yeah, so in the northern
Nice.
hallway, it looks like
We're all
just
in
a
the same
regular
spot.
door, though. Doesn't appear to be special
Okay.
in any way.
Would a stealth check help me find something on it?
What are you trying to do?
Like,
Don't
find
ask
any
me about
secret
checks.
kind of...
Just tell me what your character is trying to accomplish.
Like, is there any kind of, like, secret, like... handles or, like, anything, like, on it that gives away anything about how we
what?
can get in?
The
On
north
the door.
door?
Yeah.
There is an unsecret handle, a conspicuous handle on the door. You might,
And
you could possibly
tried
turn it
it?
and see if nobody
yeah,
has
I'm like,
tried
have
it.
we tried it? So can we just try to, like, turn it and open the door and see if it opens on itself?
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, you turn it and it opens. On the other side, you see a rectangular room, which was clearly built with more care than the others. The stones here are tightly fit, have a smoother finish, and are more consistent in size. A large niche is built into the northern wall.
Is there anything, like, furnishing the room, or is it just empty?
So, hold on. Yeah, actually, you see there are two suits of armor up against the northern wall, and what looks like and the niche along the north wall, there is a cairn of stones. As you enter, the two suits of armor rattle to life and begin to attack, and you hear a wailing sound coming from the stones at the back of the room. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
First up
did better
is
this
one
time.
of the skeletons.
Oh damn.
It first action steps up, and you see this suit of armor bearing a skeleton underneath with glistening eyes, carrying a shield in the shape of a bat wing, and a old and chiseled sword. This is what it looks like.
Oh, no, that's not
Oh,
good.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
So it steps up to Duroc, and then it swings with its long sword.
Don't do that.
That is a 23 to hit
You hit.
for 12 points of slashing damage.
Maximum damage.
And then for its
Ooh,
third
Duroc, you're not
action, it's
Durocing
going to do another sword swing at Sayuri.
No.
Oh no.
I'm so small, though.
All right, 13 to hit. I assume misses.
I have 18, yeah.
Yeah, so that misses. And that is its turn. Next up, Sayuri.
Okay, well, sheesh, we don't really know much about them. How far are they from me? Let's find out how blasty. Oh, I really can't get too blasty in here, I guess.
Very
I'm
small, though.
assuming they're undead. So I'm going to use. Oh, was that about 10 minutes more of us walking around looking at the doors?
No.
Would I have full? No. Okay. So I have 3 vials. So let's see. I'm gonna just throw a ghost charge at them and just let's take a look and see how they do with that. Do I still have to use an action drawing it if it's already made?
Yes. Unless you had it in your hand.
No, okay, I thought so. So I will draw the ghost charge. And then I'm gonna throw it at the one, like, directly in front of me.
Okay. That is a 16, which is a miss, but not a critical miss, so he'll still take splash damage.
So still do damage. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that came in hot. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he'll still take the 1 splash damage. So that's 2 actions, you have 1 more.
I do still have my knife out. So can I stab the guy to the right there without moving?
You can certainly try.
Like, I don't have to, like, get into his space, though. I can stay where I am.
No, you have 5 feet of reach with all of your melee weapons,
Cool, cool.
typically.
So
Or you can use
I
a
have-
blowgun.
It's up to you. but
Under my corset, my glow gun's not drawn though. My corset knife's currently out.
yeah, you can try
I
it.
never put it away. My corset knife has 2 lines of like strike. Do either one matter?
The
They say the
bottom
same thing.
line is for throwing attacks.
Oh, okay. So I see.
That's
so no,
why
I
it
don't
has
wanna
that
do
little like curvy arrow
Okay.
beside it.
So I'll just do a regular ass stab.
ass strike.
Yeah, stab in the ass.
Yeah, 18 is close, but you catch off his armor.
So does the damage matter or no?
No, you do not hit.
Okay, cool. I throw a bomb and miss, and then swipe at him and miss. That's great.
All right, Makiwa.
That's Pathfinder.
That's great.
Alright. So, first thing that I'm going to do is recall the teachings. Post that.
Ooh.
So, basically, it counts as me having prepared to aid all allies within 30 feet of me. When I help them, I can do a DC 15 occultism check to aid, and I like tell them a parable that aids them.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Yes. Aim for the head.
I love how in the middle of battle we're just being like lectured at and sang to
Yes.
constantly.
Next up is Cyburst at the front one.
Okay, let her rip.
So that's
7
7
points of damage.
depending on the reflex save.
That is a 22. So that's a success,
Okay.
so he takes half damage. Oops, I did hit the full damage button. Half. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright. I assume that is your... Oh wait, no, you have 1 action left.
Yes. Next I'm gonna cast Glimpse Weakness.
Alright. On the nearest one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And next turn I get to Blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
yeah, that's gonna be me.
Alright, Trizlin. Come on, Trezzy.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for my my singing to see if I get to do it for a long
Okay,
time.
your
My lingering composition
Yeah.
for my courageous anthem.
Lingy comp.
Yes. I'm gonna roll my performance.
Okay.
Toggle on my shit. Roll. Woo!
28, I think, is a critical
Come on.
success.
Yes! I get 4 turns instead of 3!
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Can live with that.
My first turn, I start to sing. And I have prepared a beautiful song for you all.
Go ahead.
I rolled my randomized song thing. I didn't know the first song, so I had to roll it again. So I went to a...
Fake children's music fan.
Well, the other one was a song by fucking... was not a child song. It was by Post Malone, and I don't know any Post Malone, so
ew.
excuse me. Instead, I got I got a classic song, a little ditty by Whitney Houston. I don't know if you guys know the song "I Want to Dance with Somebody."
Well, hurry up.
It's an indie tune. You may not have heard it.
I've never heard it before.
I can't tell when Perky's being honest or just joking.
It's Canadian.
Oh, I want to fight with my party. I want to inspire my party. I want to help everyone. There you
Heck
go.
yeah. Thanks, Abatha.
Call me Trizlin Houston.
I don't think we will.
So that one
Musical
action.
genius. Yes, that was one action then. then I'm gonna hit it with the rock.
Okay.
Actually, what's the knowledge check to roll to hit
To identify these creatures, it would be religion.
Is that nature? Oh, religion. Okay.
Yeah, because they are
yeah,
undead.
I have the same thing in religion as I have in nature, so that's fine with me. Roll a 21.
Okay, a 21 is a success. These are I assume you're trying to identify the skeletons and not the thing in the back.
Yes.
Okay. The skeletons are skeletal champions. What would you like? You get one question about them. What would you like to know?
Weaknesses.
I'll give you their defensive traits because they don't have any weaknesses.
You know what I mean.
They are
defensive.
immune to bleed, death effects, disease, paralysis, poison, and unconsciousness. And they have resistance 5 to cold, electricity, fire, piercing, and slashing. They also have a shield, which they can use. So,
So mostly the same as the last guys. I just wanted to make sure.
yeah.
Okay. So I do all that, and then my last turn is shield.
Okay. Duroc.
3.
Tree. Okay.
Hey.
Here's
The
the
tree
protector
man.
tree.
And then I will use Ocean Balm on him.
There we go. Updated the tree. Heal yourself.
There we go.
Okay, that's your turn. It's now the other skeletal champion's turn. I assume he can
And you
move in the
flopped him with
space
the tree.
No.
No.
I think that tree takes its spot.
Well, let's see. Let's take a look at tree.
If so, then I could just put trees on people.
Oh my god, I could climb up into the tree and be tall.
I literally get a bonus from attacking people from up in a tree,
That's amazing.
like from the treetops.
Why have you not been climbing the trees?
That's a good question. Canopy
I could-
predator.
The tree isn't large enough to impede movement through its square.
So I can just put it on her.
No, it has to.
Hold
It
on.
has to be in an unoccupied square. But
Uh-huh.
creatures, it doesn't stop anyone from occupying it later.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we can. Is it large enough then to climb if
No.
it's not large enough to occupy?
No, it's.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen a tree recently, but like, they're not all like super huge.
I'm a
Yeah.
gamer.
It's like-
I don't see trees.
It's
That's
like
crazy.
a Christmas tree. Think about that size. It's the size of a
I mean-
person. So like,
I
Turkey
could.
only knows maple trees.
okay, well, then in that case, it's going to move over to here. And then it is going to strike with its longsword at Sayuri.
We shouldn't talk right in front of the enemies like this so loudly.
Natural 1.
Oh! Does it hurt itself somehow?
No.
No.
That'd be cool.
And then for its third action, it is just going to swing again.
Oh, hit me. Ah,
That's a 16 to hit.
thank God.
Miss.
Yeah, just barely misses. Well, not just barely, but it's a close miss anyway. All right,
Takes
next
off a bit of
is
my
the
hair.
creature at the back's turn. You see this sort of almost more like a zombie, this desiccated corpse covered in rags of old clothes. It has its mouth open and it's just like giving off this like wailing moan, like
No fangs?
what?
No fangs?
I mean, it's got some like kind of nasty looking teeth, but not enough to like actually be considered fangs.
It's not a vampire.
And it is its turn now. Oh, and this is what it looks like. BT dubs.
Oh.
Oh.
That's some pretty cool hair, though.
Yeah.
That's nice, dude. Nice
Yeah,
dude.
it's got an 80s rock haircut. He's singing old Scorpion songs.
Oh, this is gonna turn into the battle of the bands.
Rock you like a hurricane. Are you ready, baby? That's what he's singing. No, he does not do that.
No, he does not.
He's gonna start by singing a funereal dirge. So he begins chanting a low, haunting melody. And in fact, here's what he says. He says, "Rising storms, crushing waves, scrape the land. Darkest will, damned unleashed, rise and stand." I need everyone to make me a
This
will
guy's pretty
save.
edgy. Will save. Will's not even here.
I know. The rest of you gotta roll in his place.
We gotta roll to save him.
Okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh,
I
that's a critical
I
failure.
would re-roll
For
that.
Oh no! Can I use a hero point to re-roll that?
Yeah, yes, you can.
What happens? What happens if it's that
'Cause-
bad?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you
Bad.
until you've decided
Bad
whether or not
stuff?
you're gonna... Yeah, it's always bad to get a critical failure.
You're trying to fight something off
much
with your
better.
will.
There you go.
So
Oh man, that was worth it. I went from a 13 to a 24. That's definitely worth it.
have we ever explained to Perky how hero points even
No.
work?
So,
Not at
at the
all.
beginning of each session, you gain 1 hero point to use in that session only. At any point during the session, you can spend your hero point to re-roll any roll that you have made. Or, if you have at least 1 hero point and you would die, you can spend all of your hero points to stave off death. And you can gain additional hero points by impressing me.
I'm gonna like.
Did I not?
Actually, I was gonna give you a hero point for your funny songs and performance in that battle, Abby. So you can get an additional hero point.
Thank you. So that one I just used was free.
I'm gonna
Sure.
do it. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm
Okay.
scared. I don't want the scary
There you go.
metalhead.
Okay, so you all succeeded. So you are all frightened 1.
Maybe could have been even more frightened.
You could have been frightened 2.
10. Oh, 2?
Oh, with your crit fail, you probably wouldn't gotten frightened free with that. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you don't know.
My brain would have just
Yeah, no, it's
exploded.
I'm gonna say it would have been frightened 3 with the crit, and frightened 3 means you run away. Just so you know.
No, that's
tree
not
is
what it
never
means.
frightened.
Yeah, look at him. He's smiling. He's having a grand old time. Like, "Hey,
Trees keeping up our spirits.
No, frightened 3 wouldn't mean you run away, it just means you take a -3 penalty. So frightened means that you take a penalty to all your rolls and DCs equal to your frightened value, but at the end of your turn, your frightened value decreases by 1.
True.
So, and then, let's see, it's got 1 action left, so it is going to move up to here as its turn.
Well, hello.
Next, it is the top of round 2. It's the first skeletal champion's turn. He is going to strike with his longsword at Duroc. 18 to hit.
Nope.
And then a second sword strike. That is 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. You take minimum damage, 5 points of slashing.
No, not me.
And then for its third action, it raises its shield.
Not I. It doesn't hit me.
Oh,
Three.
right. I'm sorry. Thank you.
The nope tree just noped all that damage.
Okay.
And now y'all can phase bolt him.
Sayuri, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay. So, I'm going to create a ghost charge with one of my versatile vials.
You're gonna do quick alchemy?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, the 2 skeletal champions get reactive strikes against you
Oh, it's a
because you
manipulative.
used an action with the manipulate trait.
Well,
And they have reactive strike. So first we're gonna do the one to the east. Strike with his longsword. 13 misses. And the one to the west strikes with his longsword. 19. I assume that hits.
yeah, I'm a 17 that hits.
Okay, so some damn. That is 10 points of slashing damage
I tree. Nope, the tree.
to the tree. Thank you, Tyler.
Oh, thank you, tree. Thank you,
To
tree.
the tree.
Tree's got 5 hit points left.
Yep.
Thank
The tree
you,
just
tree. We all
leans
say in
over and goes,
unison.
nope.
Yeah.
Nope.avi.
Okay,
But
cool.
you,
So then
you
I
can continue. As long as you're not dead, you can continue.
Jeez, that was dramatic for me trying to make a ghost charge. I'm going to throw it at.
This bitch.
We don't know how much health they have, just that they're damaged.
Yeah,
so
you have no idea. They could have
I would
100
say
hit
throw it at
points.
them.
you can throw it at
Spellcasters are the true threat.
That's true. That was pretty scary. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at that
Yeah.
asshole. The ghost
Okay.
charge. Roll.
Ooh.
Nice.
Natty 20. Pew, pew,
Explode.
pew.
And then oh, well, that's not a great follow-up though.
Did you click damage or did you click critical?
Oh, I clicked damage.
So, yeah, the
14.
normal damage would be doubled to 2. Or doubled by, it'd be multiplied by
Times
2
2.
to 14. So, 14 points of damage to the guy in the back.
Oh,
Does the enfeeblement change
I don't think so. I think it's,
based on the crit?
I think as long as you hit, he is
Ah, okay.
enfeebled.
Nice.
So that was 2 action.
You just go, Kobe! And it hits
So,
him right on the head.
I'm gonna try to just stab the guy to the left of me now. with my
Okay,
last
go
action.
for it. He does, actually, he doesn't have a shield up, I don't think, so.
Hell yeah. 19.
Alright, a 19 is exactly a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, 5 points of damage. Unfortunately,
little
that
stab
is reduced to 0. Because it has resistance to piercing damage.
Oh yeah.
So you
damn
stab
it.
down on his skull and it just, like, ricochets off his bones.
Well, it felt good, so that's fine.
Alright,
Cool. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah.
Makiwa.
All right. So now we're gonna go with the standard Psyburst. So 3d4 boop 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 plus 1. So yeah,
Okay,
Makiwa.
against whom?
yeah, it's gonna be the
The boss?
not the armor guy. Yeah, the boss guy.
Okay.
So yeah, I send direct, violent psychic energies at him.
Okay, he gets a 20. Which
So
is a success.
half damage,
So 10 reduced to 5.
and it's bludgeoning. So
Yep.
he's not. I don't think he's resistant to that. And then I'm gonna spirit gun.
Spirit gun,
The
yay!
dude has his shield raised.
I point my finger at him, and suddenly reality bends and phases in and out, and then shoots a beam at him.
Sorry, which
And-
one? The champion?
The same guy. The
Same guy, okay.
the same guy.
Okay, make an attack roll, please.
Attack.
Natty 1. Yeah, it hits the wall and doesn't hit him.
Okay, well that's my turn.
Okay. Trizzlin. And,
Disney.
sorry, I forgot to take frightened
Alright.
off of... There we go. Okay, go ahead, Trizzy.
Okay, I'm going to roll for a. I'm gonna hit it with a projectile.
The only one you can see right now is the skeletal champion to the north of Durak.
Okay, then I'll hit him.
Okay.
Because it's 30 feet and he's like 15 feet away.
Yeah,
so.
okay. I'm just saying he's the only one you have line of sight on. from your position.
Thank you for letting me know. I will do what you just said. I'm gonna press cast. And as I'm throwing this bolt, you just hear the lingering sounds of my song echoing. Just echoing out of the creepily in the cave. I want to ride my body. A quiet lake. Just sounds spooky in this cave. Spooky. Oh, I forgot the fear makes you get a -1.
Yeah.
About these things.
Well, you can roll anyway. It's a cantrip, so
I know. Oh, it was almost the 18.
yeah, does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, do I have to keep putting shield back on? I feel
Yes.
like I keep forgetting. I think it's already on. I just like,
Yeah,
no, it is.
it is, but you need to put it
Okay.
back on just in case you forget on a later turn. You don't want to just keep leaving it on.
Yeah. No, I don't think I did that though. That's the weird thing. I think that would put on by accident.
That's okay. Just go ahead and do it.
'Cause at one point it was on there twice, and I was like, what? I know we could do this with the old system we used to use, but how to, like, I'm gonna figure out how to do toggles for next time.
Well, at the bottom of the screen, you have like a little shortcut bar. You can just drag any of your effects onto that bar. And then when you want to
Right,
apply them
I'm
to
gonna-
yourself, just select yourself and then click the effect.
Okay. I put shield as number 1.
Okay.
I imagine that's gonna be very important. But it needs to,
Alright.
it needs, I guess I should put Courageous Anthem in there.
Yeah. All right, Duroc, it's your turn.
Hey, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Tree.
Okay, you're gonna refresh the tree.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Isn't this an interesting spell? Don't you
Yeah.
think it's balanced?
It is. Well, see, the thing is that it only works if you're like staying in one spot. Because like if you do
Yeah.
that and then the enemies get you to move, then it's not really very useful.
But
very great
I
in
can
this slow,
continuously,
small
no matter
combat.
what.
Yeah, it is. I think it is a little bit overpowered, but
Yeah.
that's probably fine considering you guys are a little outmatched in terms of power in this fight. So
Yeah. And then I'm going to strike with a melee kinetic weapon infusion on this bitch with a vitality strike.
Okay. Oh, that's looking pretty high. 25 is a hit.
Okay. Damage.
All right, 11 points of damage. Yep, he'll definitely take that. And then... let's see. I think you did the 2-action version of it.
Oh,
But
did I?
Yeah, I don't know if it matters, though.
It does. Hold on. I don't know why it chose the 2-action. Oh, it fucking set. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't
Okay.
change the value. It's
Okay.
more so for the damage.
Okay.
The damage-wise, I changed it. I saw that it was set to that, so I set it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't
I-
matter.
Yeah. When I put damage onto it, or when it's a 2-action, it puts my Constitution modifier with it, with the Strength modifier.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's your turn. Your frightened wears off. It's now the skeletal champion's turn to the west. He is going to do a sword attack at Sayuri. They're not very smart, so, like, they're just gonna keep hitting. It's a 19, which hits. So, it's gonna do damage to the tree, which is 9 points of damage to the tree. And he's gonna swing again. That's an 11. He misses, and then third action, he's going to raise his shield. It is now the boss's turn. Let's see. Well, there's not a whole lot he can do here. You guys have put yourselves in a position where you can't be flanked. So he is going to first action draw a longsword from his belt. Then second action he's going to strike at Duroc with the longsword. That is a 22 to hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Plus 13.
Okay, that is 8 points of slashing damage to the tree.
She's still living.
Yep, and then let's see.
Good thing you refreshed it.
Yeah, and he doesn't get to do his special ability because he didn't actually deal any damage to you. So then third action, he's just going to strike again.
Just gonna be mad about it.
17, which I think misses.
Yep.
All right. Now it is the Skeletal Champion's turn. He's going
He's gonna hit me, though.
Yeah, he's going to swing at Duroc. Oh, rolls a natural 5 and misses.
Or not.
Swing again. Not much better. It's a 13 to hit and misses, and then raises his shield.
Don't worry, buddy. I know the martial class.
He's like,
pain.
really hard.
Yeah, I understand. I'm with you, buddy. I've been
It's
there.
your turn.
Okay, well, seems like only thing I can really do, because we found out they were, I almost said allergic, but that's the opposite of what I meant. They're immune to poison.
Yeah.
They're not allergic to it. Everyone's allergic to poison, really.
Well, they are not immune to poison.
Well,
Was
normally
that not
they
one
are.
of the things we found?
You're a toxologist. Your poison is acid.
But I have to mix them, it said.
I don't think it does. I don't think you have
I think
to
that's
do
just
that.
lore. I think that's flavor text.
I think it automatically makes it where your poison is no longer immune.
Oh, it's because here it says,
Because it's,
yeah, I guess.
I don't know if you want to double check that, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm
A
reading it.
creature-
So it's if you're applying a poison to a weapon.
So for your blow darts, it would work.
Yeah. And it says you're infused. So the field benefit of your toxicology research field says you can apply an injury poison you're holding to a weapon or piece of ammunition you're wielding as a single action instead of 2 actions. In addition, you flexibly mix acidic and poisonous alchemical compounds. Your infused poisons can affect creatures immune to poison. A creature takes acid damage instead of poison damage from your infused poisons if either the creature is immune to poison or that would be more detrimental to the creature. Yeah. So essentially, I think it has to only work on poisons applied to your weapons.
I would assume that would be the bombs themselves being
Yeah, would they be a
considered
weapon?
weapons.
It's not entirely clear.
Because it is under, like, when I have my, like, sticky algae bomb, it is under the weapons of my inventory. If that matters. It says it's a martial weapon.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's actually super unclear, but I think you can actually just affect
Because I have a
creatures.
consumable that's a poison that's down under the consumable. That one probably wouldn't be.
I think it counts as ammunition.
But because I'd probably have to put the consumable giant centipede venom on a blowgun dart to use as the blowgun. But the sticky algae bomb is already a weapon.
Oh no.
What? Okay. What is an infused poison?
Because so this here, it says the sticky algae bomb says infused on it on one of the things. So it says an alchemical
Oh, it's a trait.
alchemical
Yeah.
item with the infused trait has a limited time before it yeah. Anyway, so that has
Okay. Yeah, so I think your sticky algae bomb would deal acid damage
count.
instead.
so
Yeah.
if it's a weapon that's infused, that's poison.
Yeah.
That counts. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice,
let's.
nice.
But that would hurt us too, though.
Traits
Yeah,
are
yeah,
usually the
yeah.
answer in Pathfinder, in my experience.
This one hurts us though, unlike the ghost charge that doesn't.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like 2 damage.
Yeah.
So that's up to you.
A charge does more damage than the ghost charge, though. I think so. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, the ghost charge deals 1d8.
This is
Because, you know what, it's because you have the moderate sticky bomb. Or sticky
Yes.
algae bomb.
Yeah.
I do. Cool. So I will yeet that at somebody. So
Probably them.
I'll
Okay.
pull it out. So that's
Yeah,
one
as-
action.
So wait, you're not doing quick alchemy for that, are you?
No.
Okay. So you draw.
It's one
draw
I
it,
already
and then- Okay. And then you're gonna throw it?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at the. Oh god, I'm gonna throw it at the big guy again. 'Cause
Okay.
he's
As you
spooky.
throw it, the 2 skeletal champions make a
Yeah.
reactive strike.
Yeah.
I figured.
So we'll start with the one on the right. Long sword. 21.
You killed my tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see. That's 8 points of damage, 3 of which goes to the tree. And 5 of which goes to Sayuri.
Oh, it has trample.
Yeah, it's...
I'm sorry. The
Just
Magic
be
the
glad it
Gathering
doesn't have
references
death
lately.
touch.
Yeah.
Alright, so the other one gets its attack. Natural 20.
Oh, I don't want that.
Wow.
Critical hit. That is 18 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
So it cuts you right across your torso.
that
That's
was
not unconscious Sayuri, is it?
so rude. No. I have 15 health points. I wouldn't be unconscious, would I?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still good. I got pretty beefy health for a little gnome. Okay, well I'm gonna throw it then, since that was
Yeah.
so rude of them to hit me. Let's see. Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
natty 19 for a 28.
Okay.
So you're targeting the boss. That's a hit, but not
Yeah.
a crit.
So just regular damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Regular
shoot.
damn zony. Alright, 13 points of acid damage to this guy. Let's see if that actually goes through. Yeah, it says he's immune to poison, but I can type it in manually because we made it acid.
Rude.
13. And then 2 points of splash to him.
Me.
And, yep,
Yeah.
and the skeletal champion's also going to take 2 points of splash. And then Duroc is also going to take 2 points of splash.
Couple
Alright,
acid on you there. Okay, and then I have one more action.
yep.
So I might. Can I heal myself with one of these things I have? Let's see.
Well, you don't have an action to draw it, and
Oh, I still just have
Apply.
to draw it. Okay. And the guy next to me has his shield up, so there's pretty much. Did they both, or did the guy to the right of me have it down now?
I can't remember.
He used his reaction, so he can't.
He can't shield block.
Yeah.
'Cause he
But
had
it's
it
still
up, and then, but he can't shield block.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's try to stab him. Why not? I have an action.
Or you
Strike the guy to
can
the-
flee.
What? Can I flee, or are they in my way though?
No,
They
you're-
can't react again. So.
Yeah, you can only use a reaction once per round.
No, like, are you guys in my way to get out the
you can
hallway?
always move through your allies' squares.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna move. It says the game is paused and I can't.
Oh, I'm
move.
sorry. Go ahead.
Damn. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back here. No, I still want to be in range of some people. I'm gonna be here.
That's on top of me.
Yeah, we're just standing next to each other. And I'm small. I'm just gonna sneak in here. Let's go sneak in.
You can't stand
Is that
on your
okay?
ally's
I
space.
can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to go to an
I'll be there.
unoccupied space, but you can move through your ally's space.
I guess I hide here, and that's it.
Okay. Makiwa.
Alright, it is my time to do the thing that I do, which is Cyburst
Okay.
on the near death big bad boy.
Alright.
So that's 1, 2, 3. Plus 1. Kaboomy. I rolled minimum.
Okay, and he got a critical success. He rolled
So
a
that's
natural
none
20,
damage.
so none damage to him.
None damage with left beef.
Yep.
And then we're gonna phase bolt.
Okay.
Hit him with the Yusuke Urameshi.
18 is not a hit.
Damn. Miss him with the Yusuke Urameshi. That's my turn.
Alright. Trizzlin.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little frustrated. Based on what I sent you
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. Go ahead. Take your turn, please.
That child, I swear to God. Okay, I'm gonna throw a thing. Can I put those in here too? At the bottom.
I know what you mean.
Neat. Okay, I like that. I'm sorry, I'm just customizing my bar at the bottom, and I just put a telekinetic projectile in there. I was like, sweet. I just click on it, and it makes it easier. Yay. Okay, this time I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do a better roll. Okay?
We'll see.
We gotta do better. Gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
You gotta believe. A 23 is a hit. I assume you're targeting the boss.
Only one I can see. Wait. What?
I assume
see
you're.
him?
I don't know. You didn't. You
thought
can't
you-
see him. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can only see the
Yeah.
skeletal champion.
Yeah, I was about to say. I would love to get him, but I can't.
Yeah,
see
you hit him
from
though.
over here. Okay.
Roll your damn.
Ah. My damn. Okay.
Yeah. Your pebbles
Come
and
on, roll
damn.
well.
I see 2
Ooh,
6s.
2 6s. Ooh, 15.
15 points of
Oh,
bludgeoning
wow.
damage. Kaboom. You do a sizable chunk of damage to him.
He went from
Kablooey.
damage to near death. That's pretty good.
He's having a near-death experience.
A near
Or he
death.
would
Another
if
one.
he's having a near re-death experience.
I'd have a near death experience if it wasn't already dead.
This is where I'd put my near-death experience if I had one. Okay. What else? You got one action left?
Yeah, and I can easily do that now.
You're
Really
just gonna
quickly.
shield?
I cast.
Oh, actually, Abby, I think Makiwa put the God, what's it called? The glimpse weakness on
Yes,
that guy.
and
So
no one has done it yet.
yeah, so go ahead and
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, you don't have to do anything. It just does an extra 3 damage to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use it.
Okay.
He's still up though.
Yes.
He wouldn't be up if people actually fucking. Wait, was that a everyone gets to use it? One?
No,
or
it
just
only
the first person.
Oh, first person.
First person. Okay.
First one to claim it.
What, something in my bar just disappeared.
Yeah, I took that
My
effect
shield.
off.
You took it out of my bar though.
I don't know
was
what
talking
to
about
tell you.
shield.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything to your bar.
My shield.
Okay, well, while you apply your shield, we're gonna move on to Durok's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna put a tree right
I don't buy
here,
my shield.
Okay?
and then strike the boss.
Okay.
Vitality, melee.
The boss doesn't like when we strike.
Nope. That's a failure.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Oh, you still have one. Okay, go for it. Well, that's significantly better. A 26 is a hit.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Best use of a hero point.
We love when hero point use works out.
I just realized it looks like the door is still closed, so it looks like
7!
Durock's just like on his own with the tree fighting in there.
Okay, 11 points of damage.
This thing's still up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beefy.
Damn.
He's a beefy boy.
Well, they're both near death. Wait, which one did you attack?
I gotta be.
He attacked the boss. Okay, well, it is the skeletal champion's turn to the west. It is going to move up onto the tree's space.
Can it do that?
Yes, the tree can't block movement.
Yep.
Oh, I love you! I love you, Cammy!
And then he is going to strike at Makiwa with his
I
longsword.
love this tree.
My AC went up, so good luck.
22.
That hits Rick.
He says, thanks, I'll take the luck. 12 points of damage absorbed by the tree.
I accidentally gave him real psychic luck.
And then for his third action, he's just going to swing again. He's kind of tired of using his shield.
This is why you shouldn't taunt as a
Caster.
Innate
he
spellcaster.
misses on the next attack. That's a 12. That's his turn. Alright, now it is the boss's turn. He's going to first action step down. So he's flanking Durock.
Oh no, I'm surrounded.
Then he is going to swing at Durock with his longsword. Natty 19 for a 33.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's a critical hit.
Yeah.
Can his tree protect him?
Yes. But we'll see how much.
Only,
Okay, so that
yeah,
is 22 points of damage. The tree has 8 left, so the tree is destroyed. And, let's see, that's 14 points of damage to Durock. Additionally, let's see. You see, you feel some of your life force being drained out of you and into the creature. And he just goes as he absorbs some of the life energy. Please,
That's upsetting.
Durock, please make me a fortitude save.
I knew I should have vampire lore checked this guy.
At least that is a good fortitude save.
Yeah, that is a resounding success. So you are fine. But he does appear to gain some extra vitality from striking you. And then for
Luckily, it was
his
just 5.
third action, he's going to try to swing at you again. Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, for 15 points of slashing damage. So please make me another fortitude save.
Oh no. Oh no.
25 is a success, you're fine. But he gets a little bit more vital energy from you.
God damn it.
And that is his turn. It's now the turn of the skeletal champion to the north. He's got a guy in front of him. He's going to swing his sword. 28 to hit.
Oh god.
You're not off guard to him, so that's not a critical hit. But it is a hit, unfortunately.
Oh god.
For 7 points of slashing damage. Second attack,
Please no more hits.
natural
Rock can't
1.
take it. Oh.
So then he's going to raise his shield.
Jesus, Duroc, you're fucking not doing great, man.
Yeah, I'll take a sue from you.
Sayuri, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to. I'm assuming to use natural medicine, I have to be outside of combat.
Natural medicine lets you use
Say.
nature in place of medicine to treat wounds. Treat wounds takes 10 minutes, so...
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I could do that back here on my own, but
No, that's an out-of-combat activity.
right, that's like not a give me a second while everyone's getting attacked kind of thing.
That's what battle medicine is for.
So I think the life shot, I can shoot myself with it. Yes.
Probably, yeah.
It doesn't say anything about it. It just says it's a special cartridge. A creature hit by activated life shot takes no damage, instead receiving 1d4 healing and gaining a 1+ item bonus to saving throws.
Yeah, you can
Says
use
a
that on
target willing to
yourself.
hit. Cool. Do I need to put it
No.
into like my blood? I can just shoot it at myself technically.
You could just stab yourself with it.
Because it's just a consumable, so how does that...
Let's see.
Like, how would I do that?
Just EpiPen.
Because, like, I could blowgun myself. That just seems excessive.
Yeah, I would just say, you can just use an interact action to use it on yourself.
Yeah, interact is just like, and you use the thing.
Yeah, it's
The
basically
way
you
that you
interact
use
with
it.
the world in some way. Alright, you get 1 point of healing.
Okay.
Well, that's,
I mean...
you drew and used that,
Oh.
so...
If I throw my knife at someone, I have to then go pick it up, I'm assuming, right? It's like
yeah,
there.
it doesn't come
Yeah.
back to you.
It doesn't, yeah, okay.
That's
It's
I'm
not a
gonna throw-
boomerang knife.
I didn't think so. I'm not gonna throw my knife at that guy. That's silly. I'm just gonna stay
Okay,
here, I guess.
you can wait. Alright, Makiwa.
It is now my turn to do a Cyburst. Wait, do I have to see him?
You have to have line of sight on a target in order to target them.
I think you can only see those other two.
Yeah, you can only see the skeletal champions right now. The other creature has moved out of your line of sight.
Okay.
Any
Well, then I
crazy
guess-
first rank spells?
I guess I'm gonna Cyburst the one in front of me in my way. I don't need to send it in the chat every time. I can't, like, there's not a clickable on it, so I don't know why I keep doing it.
It's okay. The guy right in front of you?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm rolling, and I roll an 8 for
Okay,
damage.
let's
if-
see. He succeeds on his reflex save. So he takes half
So
damage,
half.
so 4.
Alright. Then, Phase Bolt. Pew. 20.
20 hits.
20 hits. So let's roll that damage. We don't have we do have Courageous Anthem.
You do, yes.
Okay. Pew. 12.
Alright, 12 points
Piercing.
of piercing to the guy in front of you. That is reduced to 7. But you're
Oh,
bringing him
God.
down. Chipping away, as they say.
That was my turn.
Okay. Trizzy.
Is this the last round of my song?
Yes. You have 1 round remaining,
Okay.
so... until your
Okay,
next turn.
so I'm gonna cast Soothe.
On Hooth.
I can't tell if my tree still exists.
It does not.
on
Okay.
Duroc, because he's not doing great.
Okay. I'll say you
I have
can
a
see him a
30
little
foot-
bit. You can see his foot sticking out.
I can tell.
Are
just
you
by
going to
his
do
foot
a
that he's not
first or
doing good.
second rank soothe?
Second rank.
Okay. Go ahead and cast
This
it.
is like my. This is my highest level. I hope I do well.
Well, cast it.
Okay. How about
That's pretty good.
2 6s. 20.
20 points of healing to Duroc. And I think
20 out
there's
of 28 isn't
I think
bad.
there's a bonus that he gets. And yeah, you get a +2 status bonus to saves against mental effects.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Will saves.
Yeah, like the
Like the thing that keeps
Like
happening.
when we have to
scary
save Will.
blast. Yeah, like when he does his scary blast. All right.
And then I will.
Only we could save Will
shield.
from the hangover.
Okay, well, Duroc, it is your turn.
I
This
think
is going to be an
surrounded.
interesting turn.
I'm assuming you want tree.
Well, I have
Yeah.
to tree. I need a bubble. Essentially.
What?
Okay, where you want to put your tree?
I gotta put it right here.
Okay. He comes out. Hey, how you doing? All right, that's 2 actions.
Hit.
Ooh,
Fuck.
Nope, nope,
sorry,
nope. Keep
I
it like
clicked on
that.
something.
Nope.
Nope. he
Yay,
disappeared.
one
go.
less.
Aw. He came back.
Tried to trick us.
I don't know if I want to try to top myself off. Because I am taking 6 attacks. And I am not a frontliner.
Or the tankiest one in this
Fair.
group, bruh. I mean, if you think you can could hit this guy to your right, he's been kind of an ass this whole time.
Yeah, but I don't do that much damage.
I will say,
We need some
two
more
of the creatures are
blocking
pretty low,
spells.
and the other one is
Yeah.
not looking too great. So,
Too bad I can't toss you a
Yeah,
ghost charge to just blow yourself up and have them all.
Just like smash it on your own chest in the middle of them, like.
yeah, do 1 point of splash to everybody.
Just a terrible situation.
You got nasty skeletons all around you. What are you gonna do?
Luckily, Tyler likes making characters.
You'll be all right.
Sorry.
Listen, he only had his character die
sorry,
once in the
Mike.
last campaign.
Fucking. No, I'm not gonna be mean.
All right, go
Oh,
on.
no.
Come on, take what's it gonna be, Tyler?
How much healing can you give yourself by healing?
2d8.
It's not bad.
It's gonna be better than my one, probably.
I'm gonna say by
I guess
long
I'll just
or low.
attack and probably miss, but hey.
You're gonna attack the boss.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that was almost a natty 18. Unfortunately, an
Do you have
11
any
misses.
hero points left?
No, he doesn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, I used the hero point to attack it.
Well, at least you're soaking up damage, so.
Wasn't even my
That's not a.
goal.
All right, it's the champion to the left's turn. He's going to strike at Makiwa. Longsword
That guy.
strike. 16 misses.
Nah.
Second strike. 12 misses. And then he's gonna raise his shield.
Uh-huh.
Why can't Tyler get this luck?
Alright, it's the boss's turn. Oh! All my browser tabs just went white.
Oh.
Let me refresh here.
White.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Sure, your stream's okay.
Yeah,
Stream
it's
is up,
okay.
but it is white.
I refreshed
Stream is
it.
white.
Well, that's okay, because I think we're all white here, so. And you're fighting a white.
I like to do that. My favorite pastime.
Oh no, it it refreshed, but then it logged in as me.
No, Camerama.
Okay, hold on. How do I... Is there a log out button? Back to join screen.
Let us get in the groove. Whoa.
Technical difficulties.
Some technical difficulties.
Oh, damn.
Abby's having some lovely tea in her little ghost mug. Very fitting.
Very lovely.
We're fighting a dead, and I'm drinking out of my little ghost mug. Hopefully, no one becomes a ghost today.
Oof. Good thing you're not the psychic.
Here we go.
Wait, one before. And a
All right. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that.
Happens.
Okay. Yeah, so it's the boss's turn. He's going to attack Duroc, who is off guard because he's being flanked. So he's going to swing with his long sword. Actually, he's going to start with his funereal dirge. He's going to go, oh, booga, booga, booga. I need all of you to make a will save, please.
Even though
Alright.
we can't. Yes.
Even though what?
Yeah, you
Even though
can
you
hear
can't see
him.
us down here. Oh, we can hear
Yeah.
him. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it's auditory, so...
Well, that was almost really bad.
And, Duroc, you actually get... Yeah, you get that bonus from Soothe.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well-
I need a will save from Trizlin, please.
I'm sorry. I went to go get tea because I thought we were having technical difficulties.
Yeah, but then I fixed them.
I know. I just sat down. Give me a second.
You didn't account for Sarah's massive intellect.
I'm gonna
No
use
one
my
ever
other
does.
hero point.
Okay,
Wait, is 14 a failure or a crit failure?
you don't know. You have to use it before the result is revealed.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna use it again.
Okay. Don't roll
Come on, be
lower.
worth it. Ooh.
Okay, so you all succeeded except for Makiwa. So you are all frightened 1, except Makiwa, you are frightened 2.
I didn't want to risk it.
Get extra spookied.
So let me put that on you.
Frightened 1 is already bad. I don't want to risk it for the biscuit.
Okay, and then for its third action... Actually, hold on, let me roll the recharge on that.
Go high.
Okay. So then, for its third action, it's going to swing its longsword at Duroc. Obama. Okay, that is a 27.
Not a crit. Wait.
At-
That is a crit.
It is a crit.
Oh no. Ooh, 2.
Okay, that is 18 points of damage, all of which go to the tree.
Woo, tree!
And that is his turn.
We love this tree.
It's the Skeletal Champion's turn to the north.
Oh no.
Take off.
Tree is the real
off guard.
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason we have, like, all of our characters still alive is the tree.
The tree gets a hero point. Unfortunately, it
Right?
doesn't get any rolls, so... Alright, Skeletal Champion's gonna take a swing with his longsword. 14. Misses.
4!
Second swing. Another 14 and misses, and then he's gonna raise his shield. Sayuri.
Yay, good luck!
Okay, well, I'm
That's
still
a
not
good luck.
super useful, because I am damaged.
I mean, you can still throw shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get this guy 15.
Like, you can show the.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
shoot a
like
ghost charge at that guy. Because that won't hurt everybody. But the acid does more damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it'll hurt your
Yeah,
allies
but-
too.
I
You
don't.
guys are kind
Yeah.
of... You're kind of getting attacked a bunch. I'll just throw a ghost charge. It's fine.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
don't
need
have
to
a good
hurt
safety net right now.
our friends more. So I'm gonna quick alchemy a ghost charge, and then I'm going to strike.
So a 19 does not hit because he had raised his shield.
Damn. So the
But
splash damage still.
He will take splash damage.
So
Ooh.
So he'll take 1 point of splash, and then I want to make sure that. Let's
Oh
see.
man, that was maximum damage. That sucked.
So yeah, it just does splash damage to him. If you have to get at least a success in order to do splash damage to surrounding creatures.
okay, it's just one.
Yeah. Well, it's not nothing. Better than 0.
Alright, well, that's all I got. I don't really have anything else for my last
Okay.
thing, so.
All right, Makiwa.
I need y'all
It is
decimate this
I.
guy behind me.
Okay, so I would like to, but well, okay. Question. Looking at my things, if I tried to scoot past this guy here, I'm gonna have to do a check,
You're gonna have to tumble
Is
through.
that-
Yeah.
tumble through, which is athletics.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, that's better actually. Let's give it a try, why don't we?
Okay. It's against his reflex DC.
I am frightened too, so we'll see. 15!
Failure.
Okay.
He just like puts
No.
up his shield and blocks you.
Then I blast him with Phase Bolt.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Wow. Boom.
But he's gonna take an attack of opportunity against you for casting a spell
Okay.
right by him.
Well, I also failed.
Okay. He rolls a natural 1 on his attack of opportunity, so.
That was
Nice.
just back and
Whoosh.
forth bad rolls there.
Okay. Trizzlin.
It is my turn.
Well, I tried to help Tyler.
Alright, and Trizzlin, your Courageous Anthem wears off.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to redo it.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Do your extend.
roll. Yeah, I gotta roll my performance check. Forgot my frightened 1 was still on there.
18 is
At
a
least I'm-
success.
A normal success, okay. That's better than nothing. I get 3 more turns. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I take my focus point off.
Okay, so that's 1 action. You got 2 more.
I know I'm thinking.
Well, you definitely want to get rid of this guy in front of you if you can, because he's causing Duroc to be flanked.
Yeah. He's
I know,
blocking
I'm
the
just
rest of us
like-
out and helping.
Or you could give me Sanctuary. I don't know what that does,
I
really,
think
but
Sanctuary is self-only.
tough only.
No, it's not self-only, it's
touch.
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 Yeah.
So, I cannot give you Sanctuary, unfortunately. I don't really have much that's useful for the situation, because a lot of my roles here are for very situational things, or they're touch, or they're will-based, all of which are not useful against these guys. So, I mean, telekinetic projectile is really going to be the only one that's useful in this specific situation.
Damaging.
I don't want to. For damaging, yeah. I just don't want to use my last. I don't want to. I want to keep my soothes just in case for emergency purposes.
Yeah.
You do have at least half your health now, and a tree.
And a partridge in
And
a
it'll be
pear
your-
tree.
And it's going to be your turn soon, so. So, for purposes, I'm going to cast Telekinetic Projectile, Bludgeoning, and let's do a good roll here.
Yeah, just roll high every time.
Roll high.
That's pretty high.
17.
That's about as high as it gets. 26 is a hit.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
That bitch.
And he's already used his reaction, so he can't shield block.
That's what I say.
Okay, roll your damage, please.
I'm going.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
12.
You'll be delighted to know he had 12 hit points left.
Nice.
Kaboom.
Got him.
That's. I wanted to let you know that 11.5 is average, so 12 is
Yeah.
just above average. Yay.
Good.
Yeah, so you throw a rock and it just obliterates his skull, and the torso and legs just fall to the ground.
I weakened it with that tiny little dagger to his head earlier. That must
All
have
right.
been it.
Good turn, Trizlin. Duroc, it's your turn.
And
Very
refresh my
pleased with how I
tree.
made my character.
Okay.
Back to full health.
I guess I'll strike him. Each other.
23 is a hit.
Nice.
All right, 8 points of damage. You get rid of his temporary hit points
Oh, cool.
that he got from slurping on you. So he's looking low. All right. That is your turn, Duroc. So you lose your frightened condition. And now it's the boss's turn. He shouts at the skeletal champion in a language that only Makiwa understands as Nekril. He says, "Stand over there!" And he delays his turn. The skeletal champion, whose turn it is now, dutifully steps
me.
over here. And then takes a swing at Duroc. 18 to hit. You are off guard to this attack, so that is a hit. All right, 11 points of damage to the tree. And then he's going to raise his shield. Now it is the boss's turn proper. He is going to swing at you, Duroc, with his longsword. $17 to hit. Just barely misses.
Was that a command to delay, or?
He just spoke to the
Oh, okay.
skeleton, and then he delayed his turn. He didn't use an ability or anything. He just talked to him. It just sounds like the skeletons listen to this guy. So then he's gonna make his second longsword swing. And 16 misses again, and then for a desperate attack, he's gonna swing a third time. Oh, natty 18 for a 22. That is 13 points of damage. 9 of which goes to the tree. So you take 4 points of damage. And please make a fortitude save. See, absorb some of your life energy. Alright, a 19. Drumroll, please. That is a success. You stave
Nice.
off the fell effects of this ability. And that is his turn. Sayuri.
Probably just gonna throw a good old bomb. I got one last
Okay.
versatile vial, so quick alchemy for Should I just do the acid bomb now? Well, the other guy, if I throw at the guy in front of me, the other guy's within range to get splash damage, right?
No.
No.
Well, you can't see, but you would
yeah,
have no way of knowing.
It would just hit me and
And Makiwa.
Akiba.
Damn, I'll just do the ghost one then. I don't. It doesn't
Okay.
feel worth it without. Let me do that. Ghost. That's not the right thing. Strike. Roll. That's not great.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
I
got good news. I got bad news and good news. The bad news is that is a failure, but not a critical failure. So he will take the splash damage. The good news is he only had 1 hit point left,
Yay!
and had been sitting at 1 hit point for quite a while. So
Oh wow!
But he was in the back. It was hard to hit him.
yeah, just funny how that played out. So you kill him on splash damage.
Nice.
That's very funny.
So it is just the Cairn right left.
My 2 bombs to his feet took him out. I love it.
Yeah.
Slowly splash damaged him away.
Everyone get in this room and start blasting the shit with spells.
That's my plan.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I'm done.
Okay. Makiwa.
Alright, so I'm going to step.
Alright.
And I'm going to phase bolt.
Alright.
No one's staying right here.
What's becoming of me?
14 misses.
14. Damn it. That's my turn.
Step up and you miss.
Trislin, take us home.
Of me. Gotta get away. Gotta get away.
Alright, Holy Diver.
We gotta kill
Holy
first before we get
diver.
away.
Soul survivor.
Right here.
Come on.
Why do you want me over there?
Where you can see the boss.
I could just step here.
I do it.
Do it.
Shrubby. I walk in and I go, ew, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit
And
hurts.
then I was like, is this something that's been screeching?
Yes.
Fucking shit.
We've taken out the rest of the band for the Battle of the Bands. Now you just gotta take out the lead singer.
if anyone's
Lead
been
singer
listening
versus
to
lead singer.
Sirenscape the whole time, I've got this like ethereal
Yes.
moaning going on in the background.
I don't think I had that on, to be fair.
Okay,
I
a
always forget how to
23
turn it
is
on.
a hit. Can
Well,
you
then
finish
it-
it off?
Come on!
Nice.
13. So it had 7 hit points left, plus
Yay!
5 temporary hit points. So
You got
that
him!
was 1 point higher than you needed.
Let's go!
You have
Oh, yes.
destroyed the creature.
I lose.
I'm like
Nobody
you, and then I throw
identified.
a rock at it.
Yeah,
Can I
nobody
identify it
figured
now?
out what it was.
Ain't got no time to identify.
You know it
I'm not.
probably wasn't a vampire.
No, I only knew
Now
that
all
about
of
the
it
other
identified,
ones.
It's just dead on the ground.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we could identify it now. Put it in our bestiary.
Sure.
Let's do it. What do we need to identify
So let's
it?
It would be a religion check.
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not trained on
occultism
that.
is for like things like secret societies and like alien creatures, stuff like that.
What is it for? Who's it called for the orcs? Just the great enemy.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all it is to me. Just a great enemy.
So let's see, a 16 is not enough to identify it. So yeah, you need a religion check to identify it. I don't know if anyone else has religion.
Nope.
Maybe Trislin? Yeah.
Too bad our
have religion.
religious person got
I didn't
too
hear
drunk
you.
at the party.
They've been trying
Last
to
night.
identify this creature.
Well, here, let me just tell you what I have. I
I'm gonna come
have
into the room.
diplomacy, nature, occultism, performance, religion, society, and survival.
Yes.
I need religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Use religion.
This is what we're looking for.
Okay, I was just letting you know for future purposes.
Okay.
We're not gonna remember.
Definitely not
An
gonna
18
remember
is
that.
not good enough either.
I tried.
Can we drag the body around and try to do it later?
Sure.
Fuck y'all want to know what this
I'm
stupid
kidding.
undead is?
Could I put a chunk of them in my call joint and we can test it later?
Sure. Why not? Okay.
Can we just try? Can we keep going at it until we figure
It's
it
a
out?
corpse.
No, you have to wait. I think you have to wait 24 hours before you can try again.
Okay.
Well, can
Oh,
I
man.
natural medicine myself
Can
in
we
here?
like draw it and then like look at the picture later?
I'm going to make
Yes.
the earth eat this thing.
Anyway, so just to try to wrap things up here. So in the back corner of the room, propped up against the wall, you find an object of interest. You find a magical trident.
What?
It is a trident that has a magical signature that anyone with detect magic would pick up on easily.
Like me?
Yes. So
Are you
yeah.
supposed to be frightened still, Makiwa?
No, your frightened condition
Yeah.
wore off.
Yeah.
As
So,
does your
do I need
courageous
to
anthem.
roll to try to identify it, or is it just something I would recognize?
No, you would need to roll to identify it. It would be an Arcana check.
Let's... Arcana. Let me just check my feats real quick to make sure that... Okay. Boom.
Okay, a 27 is a success. This is a item called a Fighter's Fork. It is a +1 trident, and it has an activated ability that allows you to extend or shorten the trident's haft. When extended, it requires 2 hands to wield and gains the reach trait, but loses the trident's normal thrown trait.
Is it small
See.
enough for me to carry?
It is medium-sized. It's always going to be medium-sized unless I say otherwise.
Okay. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, that's
What's it do when it's shortened?
when it's
I'm
shortened.
small.
It just works as a regular trident.
Yeah, it's still medium.
So I'll
It's
put
okay.
that
You're
in the
you're a
stash.
backliner, so
Yeah, but
you
then I
don't-
could reach through and pokey poke sometimes.
That's fucking funny.
So I put
You just
that
see the gnome in the back,
stash.
just like sneaking a trident through everyone's legs. Like, let me just come by, just poke the other person in the back.
And then I kick her, sir.
I was kind of hoping it was the returning one.
Okay,
The one
then
when you throw it, it comes back to you.
no. So
like
then
in
the
Minecraft.
the boss skeleton had a long sword and studded leather armor, which I put in your stash, and then the skeletal champions, they each had a lance, a long sword, a steel shield, and a suit of chainmail. So that is, as far as you can tell, all there is to see in this room. So we will pick up in the middle of this dungeon next time. Yeah, and I just want to say, great session, everyone. I think you all did really, really well today.
It's a lot of fun.
It was fun. We kicked butt.
Yeah, you blasted those skeletons, and I was worried about you because you're like 4 casters pretty much. But you did beat all those skeletons so far, so. Alright, well, next time maybe we can find those missing orc children. And see what
forgot the phone
happens. So, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who's watching live here on Twitch, and in the future on YouTube or wherever this episode is posted. I want to thank my fellow performers here for coming out and playing this silly game with me. I'd
And
like
thank
to
you.
thank. Oh,
Let's
you're welcome.
go.
I'd like to thank my subscribers on Twitch and my supporters on Patreon who make this all possible.
That's me.
Yeah, that includes you. And I'd like to say read my book because it's free. The ebook is at least. And I'm working on the sequel, which will be very long. And I mean that in a good way. It's going to be beefy, full of intrigue, and it's going to be very gay.
Oh, love it.
In a good way.
Those are all things that we look for.
Yes, it's going to be filled with adventures of trans lesbian wizards.
Oh, heck yeah.
So, we'll catch you all next time, hopefully next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye, everyone.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.